This is Monty in the Morning, the show Phoenix Magazine readers voted #1 talk radio show in Arizona.
#1 during your morning commute.
#1 whenever news breaks during your day.
And #1 whenever and wherever you want to talk sports.
Now it's time for Monty in the Morning.
Hey, yo, man, how the heck are you? It is snowing, and this is the Monty Show, presented by the Advocates, UtahAdvocates.com. It's snowing out. If you get in a wreck, make sure you get to the Utah Advocates at UtahAdvocates.com. You can chat with them online for free. I'm telling you, and I say it every day, and I know you're probably sick and tired of hearing me say it, please do not rely on your insurance company to watch out for your best interest. No, they're watching out for their best interest. They have thousands of lawyers. Why don't you have a lawyer at UtahAdvocates.com? Please, if you are watching this show this morning, please be careful driving. It has been crazy on the roads. So sit back, relax, and we'll take you home. We have a lot to talk about this morning. It is a National Day of Giving.
Yes.
Today is the National Day of Giving.
Uh-huh.
So we want to give you Amazon gift cards. For the next 3 hours, once an hour, we're going to give away a $100 Amazon gift card.
Yeah.
For a total of 3 Amazon gift cards. You guys have been so generous with the show. You guys have given back so that we can give back to the community. So we're giving back to the community by giving you a $100 Amazon gift card every hour on the show. And all you have to do is tweet a picture at us. Preferably a picture of yourself, preferably while you're fully clothed, and preferably not while you're driving. Maybe you're going to tweet a photo of the snow in front of your house. We are in West Valley City at the Maverick Center, and it is currently pouring snow right now.
Yes, it is.
So Jake is going to get up right now, and he is going to go tweet me a picture of the snow. Go. Let's go, Skippy. Get after it. Jake's going to go outside right now, and he is going to tweet a photo of the snow at the Mav. So all you have to do to win a $100 Amazon gift card is tweet a selfie of yourself, preferably, but you can tweet a picture of the snow, your car, how you're listening. Give us a screenshot of how you're listening. Whatever photo you want to tweet, it's at The Monty Show, MONTY, at The Monty Show. On Twitter, and once an hour, every hour, we will pick one listener to win a $100 gift card. It's that simple. So you gave to us. So on the National Day of Giving, we are going to get back to you. Jake, how's it looking outside? Are you the abominable Jakester?
It's looking like we should have brought the snow brush with us.
Yeah, how about that? We do not have a snow brush in Klaus this morning.
And
now,
it is dumping.
I will say, we went to the Jazz game last night, sat third row.
Phenomenal.
It was awesome.
Yeah, phenomenal.
And we drove the Jeep. We have a lifted Jeep Rubicon. We drove the Jeep. It was awesome. This morning, we decided to take Klaus, the Audi SQ5 Quattro, and it was awesome. It was phenomenal. So we'll see. We did not put a snow brush in the car today because why would you do that?
Okay,
So
I've officially tweeted the snow picture.
you have officially tweeted.
It says it has sent the tweet.
You have officially tweeted the snow picture.
Yes.
Okay. I like it. So that's all you have to do. Again, just tweet us a photo of you, yourself, your friends, your mom, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Wow, it is snowing out. How about that? Look at the Maverick
Yes.
Center. It is snowing. I just retweeted the Maverick Center photo.
And have fun with this, will you please? Have
Yeah,
some fun with it.
have fun with
get
this.
creative. Come on.
Again, you guys have given so much to us. We want to give back to you guys. So once an hour, we'll give away a $100 Amazon gift card to somebody. Maybe, Jake, you just might have won a gift card.
Man.
To Amazon.
You know?
Because you're the first one to tweet.
That's right,
you're the
Pete.
first one to tweet a photo at me this morning.
Riley O'Brien's in early today.
Ooh, Riley O'Brien is in early today. What's up? Riley, good to see you. The greatest RV salesman ever. If you need RV sales or whatever, go see Riley O'Brien at General RV and Draper.
Casual.
Good to see you, Riley. Mark Hales, how the heck are you? Gage Carter says, morning, guys. I love JC, but I honestly wouldn't mind the Jazz trying to shop him. Ooh. Edgar Garcia says, good morning, players.
Hello.
What's up? Salty Drunk is back with the show. Good to see you, Salty.
Okay, Riley O'Brien is in. Riley
O'Brien is in.
on Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in.
Gage Carter is in on Twitter. Gage, wow. Look at Gage
Dude,
with the fedora.
see?
Is that a fedora?
See?
Is that
dude.
a fedora?
Man, I need to get in the fedora game.
Yes, it is. Chris Karn, what's up? He says, when I visited my 50th state in September, Alaska, good to see you. And he's representing BYU. There you go. Maury Alvarez, good to see you, my guy. In Florida, good to see you.
Let's go. It's not snowing in Florida.
It's not snowing in Florida. Good to see you guys. Yeah, once an hour, we're going to give away a $100 Amazon gift card today. So make sure you are. Gage says it is a fedora, by the way.
Let's go.
Make sure you're tweeting a photo at us, and once an hour. And just because you don't win in hour number 1 doesn't mean you won't win in hour number 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So, and we'll tweet back at you. We'll DM you. We'll get it done. NY Monty fan, how the heck are you? Good to see you. Guys, great to be with you on a Tuesday morning. Unfortunately, we are not going to talk about a Jazz win today. No, that's because the Utah Jazz lost last night to my hour and we, the Chicago Bulls, 114-107. And I think one of the biggest questions coming out of that game is, why did Lauri Markkanen not get more of the basketball in the second half? He had a dominant first half, finishes with 32 points. But my feeling is that Will Hardy is having trouble discerning rotations. He's having trouble separating groups of guys on his bench, on his roster, to create rotations that will allow the Utah Jazz to win the game. And the question of the morning this morning is Will Hardy hurting the Utah Jazz? And I have to say, at this stage, he is, in my opinion, part of the reason that the Jazz are losing games. And I feel like last night, the Utah Jazz had that game for the taking. I will go as far as to say on your home court, Jake, I feel like the Utah Jazz should have won that game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they could have done a much better job of keeping control of the game. I felt like, you were in a position where you could have easily won this game, and whether you're looking at rotations or you're looking at how they go about running offense. Like I just feel like there needs to be more onus and more direction on getting Lauri the ball. Like there were times last night watching that game where I was like, yeah, like what are we doing here? Like I know he played 38 minutes. It's not like he didn't play a lot of minutes last night, but it just seemed like there wasn't an emphasis to feed the guy who had been dominating for you in the first half. And yeah, seeing his ability in person, it confirmed everything I saw on TV, which is, hey, this guy is really athletic for his size. He can get to really advantageous spots on the floor. And if they want to send a double to him, then let's find Malik in the corner. Let's find one of those 3-point shooters that we all know and love on this team. So to me, yeah, I think Will Hardy has to, not that he's doing a bad job, because that's not really the conversation. The conversation more just is understanding, all right, hey, the Bulls are, on an 8-0 run here, and we need a bucket. And Lauri's sitting on the bench. Like, let's get him in. Let's get him the ball, and that to me is what you have to do more of. Overall, I thought they played a decent game. Not nearly their best in my opinion. A lot of situational stuff where I felt like they could have done a lot better. Most notably, when you have Andre Drummond just patrolling the paint the way he was last night, you didn't really have an answer for him, and he was eating in the second half, and that to me is where that's one of the first needs I think this team needs, like a big that can battle the heavier guys in the league. Because with all due respect to Walker Kessler, that's just not where he's at in his career, and that doesn't mean he's a bad player. That certainly doesn't mean he's a bad prospect. I love me some Walker Kessler, but when it comes to defending the Andre Drummonds of the world or Steven Adams or Nurkic, those kind of guys, Walker Kessler is not able to do that right now. And I think you need to find someone, whether that's through trade or whatever, who can come in and play that 5 to 7 minute span against a bruiser. And, other than that, I thought they had a pretty nice night last night, but this is definitely a game you should have won.
My issue is that Lauri Markkanen had 24 points at the half and 32 for the game. There was a long stretch. So we went to the game last night. We sat courtside. It was awesome. But in the third quarter, we're saying to ourselves, we're talking about the game, obviously, as we're sitting there and we're like, where's Lauri Markkanen? Like, how has Lauri Markkanen not been a bigger part of the offense here in the second half? And you feel like he's gone these long stretches of just pulling a disappearing act. And I don't think it's Lauri Markkanen's fault. That's the thing that I'm struggling with. I don't feel like, and Jake, again, I don't need to make too much of this, but I look at the numbers last night for Lauri Markkanen, and they were pretty good. 38 minutes, 12 of 18, 7-11 from 3, but he only gets to the free throw line twice. He takes 2 free throws, right? 9 rebounds, a dime. Like, okay, he scored a lot of points, but I don't feel like Will Hardy was of the mindset to run offensive possessions to get Lauri Markkanen a shot. I don't feel like the Utah Jazz were doing everything that they could do to get Lauri Markkanen the ball in his favorite spot where he's going to be able to leverage the Bulls. And I feel like that's a mistake. Lauri Markkanen is by far your best player. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Why are you not featuring him? Why are the Utah Jazz letting all these other guys have shots when Lauri Markkanen was red hot in the first half and can't buy a bucket in the second half? That's the thing that I really struggle with. And you know, Jake, I don't know how you fix that, because I feel like Lauri Markkanen is a guy, he's averaging 22 points, 8 boards, 2 assists per game, but he is this guy that's wildly inconsistent. 25, 13, 24, 15, 32. What are we going to get Wednesday, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, Vivint Arena against the Clippers?
Yeah, well, and I think part of the reason that there's a lot of inconsistency there is because there's inconsistency in the system. I mean, you see it on a nightly basis with this team where there are times where they'll be running their offense and doing what they're supposed to do, and then other times where they won't. And the problem is that Lauri is not an on-the-ball guy, meaning he's not going to just carry the ball up the floor and then look to create for himself. What he needs is a point guard that will initiate the offense so the ball will find him. And once the ball finds him, he's going to dominate you. And that, to me, you know, is a small sliver where Lauri needs to improve a little bit. I would love to see Lauri Markkanen be more of a killer, more of a demand-the-ball guy. I'd love to see that. I think they need that. But at the same time, the bigger piece of the pie here that we really need to talk about is, yeah, they're just not making an effort. Or I'm not going to say they're not making an effort. They're not making a concerted enough effort to get him the ball. And you know, we're watching this game last night, and it's funny, we're sitting here talking about Lauri like this. The Bulls did the same thing with DeMar, right?
Yeah.
There were long stretches where DeMar DeRozan didn't touch the ball, and what do you know? In those stretches, that's where the Jazz came back and put a 10-0 run on you, or like, you know, so it's like it's not hard to see why teams, you know, struggle and then they succeed, and then they struggle and then they succeed, and it's like everyone's sitting here wondering, well, what happened to the team that went 10-3 their first 13? Where did that team go? And I think what you come to understand if you watch this team at all is that consistency is a tough thing to have as a young team.
Yeah, it is.
Like, you came out feeling good. You won a bunch of games early. You probably got a little high on your horse. And then some good teams scouted you and started to understand what you were trying to do. So that's why I say, when the defense has your number, you have to go to your X factor, and that is Lauri Markkanen. There's no reason why Lauri Markkanen should have been under 40 minutes last night. Like, I honest to God feel like, hey, you played him too many minutes in the first half, and then that's why you didn't play him a lot of minutes in the second half. And I'm here to tell you, feed the guy. If the guy's healthy, play the guy. Like, I'm not saying run him down, but last night you should have won this game. And if Lauri had more touches, you probably win the game.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And I think that's the hard part about having a young coach like Will Hardy. And I think when you look at Will, I think they've done a really nice job. I think he's done a really nice job. One of the things that we saw last night was, you know, him talking to Alexander Walker in a very pointed fashion. There was one point where Will Hardy yelled at Alexander Walker and said, "Not good enough." Not effing good enough. Like, talking about defense, offense, you know, decision-making, moving off the ball, like, and just giving up easy layups on defense. And what do you know, right away, you know, Alexander Walker turned that around, immediately was better on defense, immediately shot a 3 out of the corner. Like, you feel like the guys respond to Will Hardy, but there's some mistakes going on here that I think you have to correct right away, because now you're teetering on being a sub-500 team here. The Clippers are coming to town tomorrow, and you are not in a position, or at least I don't think, you're in a position at 12-11 where you feel like you should win that game. I think the Clippers are probably a better team than the Utah Jazz are. But you've also now lost 3 games at home. You're 6-3 at home. You don't have an identity. I think your point about the bigs is a really important one because the Chicago Bulls are not a good team in the paint.
Mm-hmm.
They are not a team that historically, at least not in the last 2 years, has been able to defend or score at the rim.
Mm-hmm.
And they dominated in the paint last night. More than 30 buckets in the paint last night.
That's a lot of points.
I mean, it was.
And granted, DeMar's a mid-range player. Like, you've got a lot of guys who are paint players on that team, but it really goes to show the lack of rim protection. And everyone's going to say, oh, well, this is, the trade-off when you trade a guy like Rudy Gobert. And while that might be true, I also don't think that Rudy Gobert is stopping what happened last night, if I'm being honest. Like, he would have helped you. You probably only give up, I don't know, 24.
Bro, did you see what Kristaps Porzingis did against Rudy Gobert last night?
It's not good, and again, that's what I'm saying. Like, you Walker Kessler, I want to just get this out of the way right now. Walker Kessler can be a premier big in this league. He has that ability within him, but he's going to have to become something more offensively. And that's where last night the Jazz got in trouble because their defense wasn't as much of a problem. Are there things they need to work on? Are there areas where they just aren't very good defensively? Yeah, there are. Absolutely. The pick and roll needs a lot of work.
Yes.
I would tell you the matchups that they decide to roll out there need a lot of work. You've got too many guys, Malik Beasley, in company who just can't play one-on-one defense to a high enough level. But at the same time, you're in these games. Again, what was it? 114-108, I think, was the final score?
114-107.
107. So, you're not getting blown out. You lose by 1 the other night to Phoenix. You're in these games, and I want you guys to recognize that because what that means is it's the little things that you're missing, like not getting Laurie the ball enough, like Jordan Clarkson taking too many bad shots. Your inability
to defend the other team's best player.
Yeah.
It's becoming a trend now where DeMar DeRozan, Devin Booker, the best player on the other team has a big night. Best. And I think it deflates the I don't know, the want to, it deflates the enthusiasms of your team. And I think there's a lot of growing going on this Utah Jazz team.
Yeah.
There's no doubt, but that growing comes with pains. And again, talking to people around the league, Malik Beasley's one of the most in-demand players in the NBA right now. And we go back to the conversations that we've had. This is why we tell you that the Jazz are going to be very active at the trade deadline.
Sorry, folks, that's what it is.
And no, I do not believe this is tanking. And that's an interesting thing. I'm glad I said that before we get to your comments. Yeah. I'm so tired of every time the Jazz missed a jump shot. Oh, that's because they're tanking. It's not. Oh, Lauri Markkanen farted. Well, that's because they're tanking. It's not.
Yeah.
They're not. They're not. And I think if they could win every single game they play, they would. But right now they're in transition. They are in transition. Riley O'Brien says, question for you guys. Sitting as close to the court as you did last night, did you hear any dialogue from the players? I sat courtside once. The dialogue is no different than ours playing pickup. It isn't any different.
No.
Basketball is not a special or unique language. And yeah, you hear guys talking to each other all the time. You hear guys communicating. You hear guys yelling right, left, for screens and picks. You hear them yelling out switches. You hear, one of the things that it just absolutely kills me is the Jazz go under every screen. Mm-hmm. And it's mind-numbing.
But that is a coaching edict. That is Will Hardy telling them to do that. That's not if your team, as a team, if you're going under screens religiously, that's not guys just randomly choosing to do that. You're being coached to do that. And while I understand that on some level, you can't go under a screen and give DeMar DeRozan a wide open look at the elbow. The guy's a premier, mid-range player. So that's why I'm saying, I always like to emphasize this and say this 100 times because I'm really not here for the 8 o'clock hour guy who comes in and says that we're just hating on the Jazz, right? Like, we're not here for that today. But what we are here for is this team has deficiencies in certain areas, and Will Hardy, much like other players on the floor, has things he needs to work on. And I just think that you have to be better about finding that balance. Like, if you don't want to play Lauri more than 40 minutes, I get it. But if that's the case, you can't play him 30 minutes in the first half or whatever the hell he played last night. Like, you can't play him some ridiculous amount of minutes in the first half. Like, and the only reason I say that is because he played 38 minutes last night and he felt like a ghost in the second half, right? Like, when he was in, he was making shots. So he sat a lot in the second half, in my opinion. So that's why I say, like, I think rotations, I think little things like going under all the screens, I think some of the combinations I didn't love and I think you were saying this yesterday on the show, like the Beasley, THT, Clarkson sort of minutia that gets run out there sometimes, I just don't think is good enough. Like, I think you have to find more balance than that. So that's what I'm saying. The deadline, I still think, set winning and losing aside, the deadline's going to be crucial for this team because you do need to add some things here to make your life a little easier. Because the last thing I would say is the Jazz don't have Paul George. They don't have DeMar, right? Lauri is a hell of a player, right? Like, Lauri is a great player. He is not DeMar DeRozan. He is not Kawhi Leonard or Paul George.
They don't have a knockdown scorer. They don't have a guy where you can say, hey, man, we're down 1, go get me a bucket.
And it's just known across the team. Hey, we're here. Okay, DeMar's got the ball, right?
And it is, it is. And I know people hate when I say this. As many three-pointers as that are put up every night in the NBA, this is a mid-range game. This is a mid-range league. If you look at Kevin Durant last night, dominating from the mid-range. They lose Ben Simmons. Kevin Durant's dominating from the mid-range, right? Kyrie Irving last night, not that I guess anybody cares about his opinion anymore, but Kyrie Irving last night sits up there talking about how it was a virtuoso performance. And it's an honor to watch Kevin Durant. Like, that's what you're getting. You're getting Devin Booker last night scoring 44 points, and I think he was 1 of 7 from 3 or something stupid because he's getting to the free throw line because he plays in the mid-range. Like, the best players in the world play in the mid-range.
I'm Kevin Durant. You know who I am.
And they shoot threes, right? Kevin Durant last night was unbelievable.
Yeah.
My point is the Jazz don't have that guy. Watching Jordan Clarkson night in and night out, you quickly realize he gets into the paint and all of a sudden he's lost. Like, there's a lot of possessions where Jordan just gets into the paint and he's like, okay, now what? Right? And you just don't understand it because he's not a great mid-range player, but man, he's comfortable shooting threes. Like, the hard part about all the changes we saw is that you traded the guy that you're missing so much right now in Donovan Mitchell. You're missing that guy. And if I said to 9 out of 10 Jazz fans, would you rather have Lauri Markkanen or would you rather have Donovan Mitchell? I think out of spite, some would say Lauri Markkanen.
Hell out of here with that.
I'm telling you right now, it's Donovan Mitchell. That's the guy this team's missing. And yeah, you wouldn't have Colin Sexton, and I totally understand that. That was a good trade. I understand why the Jazz did it. But my point is, Donnie's the skill set you're missing right now. The guy that can score from 3, the guy that can score from 2, the guy that'll throw down on you. That's what this team doesn't have right now.
Yeah.
And as well as Malik Beasley's shooting it, he can't create for himself. He needs team ball. He needs ball movement to get him an open look. You look at the way the Pacers hit that game-winning shot on the Lakers last night. At the end of the day, it was a really good skip pass that got that three-point look, right? Like, that's what Beasley needs. So you don't have all of this to say you don't have the leadership in the head coach yet. I think you don't have the alpha dominating player on the floor yet. And so that's why you're losing games the way they're losing games. Yeah. They can't finish. And that's the biggest problem right now. Barfing Chickens, good morning to you. Rec 1, how the heck are you? JP Shanahan, how the heck are you? He says, I can understand that. Okay. Jesse Harsh says, give him time, my boy. Will is going to figure it out. He will. Absolutely, he will. So, you know, I think they'll be fine. Q Sam, how the heck are you? Requin says, who saw the sequence with Gobert on the floor and Draymond Green laughing at him? It was terrible to see Cat and Gobert moving together in the paint going nowhere. It's awkward. Well, and now you're going to find out what Rudy Gobert is to Minnesota because Karl Anthony Towns, they say he did not injure the Achilles tendon.
Yeah.
He had a sniper incident last night.
Yeah.
Where all of a sudden he just grabbed at the back of his leg. They say it is a calf strain, which is code word for potentially tore his Achilles. They say he didn't.
That's it, Skippy.
But this is the Kevin Durant injury. Hey, I got a calf strain. Oh, it's not his Achilles. And then the guy comes out, plays a quarter of scintillating basketball, and tears his Achilles.
Fucking A.
Yeah, it's brutal. It is absolutely brutal.
Okay, what are we doing on the show today? Let's reset the Amazon gift card giveaway.
Okay. Wow. Okay. We're going to.
We got to do that. We got to do that. We got to let the people know.
You know. Okay, that's fine. It is National Day of Giving.
Yeah.
Right? So every hour we're going to give away a $100 Amazon gift card here on the show.
Mm-hmm.
All you have to do is tweet a photo at us, a picture of you. I think right now, this hour at 6:26, I think right now our guy Gage Carter with the fedora is leading.
I think so.
Gage is rocking the peace sign. He threw up the deuces.
Yeah, deuces.
And he's got the fedora on. Although I see Neville 93 with the snow picture. Got to have respect for that.
Yeah.
Riley O'Brien with the screen grab and the call out to watch the show. Got to respect that.
Got to respect that, you know.
Right? Look at Mark Hale's the latest one in with a laptop of the show going on in the background. Ooh,
see, he's already dressed. Look at my guy already in tie and everything. He's ready to go.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
He's prepared.
You follow us on Twitter, The Monty Show, Monty, The Monty Show. And all you have to do is tweet a photo. And if you tweet one photo at us, you're entered to win.
Yeah.
Okay? Every hour, we're going to pick one picture off of Twitter, and we're going to give somebody a $100 Amazon gift card.
That's right, T.
It's that simple because it's a National Day of Giving.
Yeah.
It is
so
that
you watch
simple.
the show, you contribute to the show, and we contribute back.
You know. I mean, you know. But I will, I'll put some of these up. I'll save them, and we'll, I'll try to show some.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are doing a great job so far already. I mean, it's tightly contested, So
yeah, I think Gage has a slight lead over Hales.
I think it's
right
the
now.
fedora. I think it's the fedora. That's
it
the
is
thing.
the fedora.
Like you're rocking the fedora. You got the deuces up. Like, I mean, that was just a good, good picture there.
See, and it's not complicated.
Yeah,
this is not complicated, right?
Yeah.
There's Gage Carter right there with his fedora on.
Now I need to ask the crowd what they think because I want your opinion. All right. How much credit does Neville get for being outside in the snow? Because I do think that there's a question around that.
Let's get the oh hey, there's Maury Alvarez. Saw him.
Yeah.
Where's my guy Neville? Neville
there
right
is,
there.
right
There's
there.
Neville. Let me save that image.
Yeah.
So that I can bring it up.
Yeah.
Neville should get some credit for being outside in the snow.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he went outside. He sacrificed his body, laid it all on the line.
Sacrificed his body.
Yeah, much like Caruso last night. Like,
yeah. How about my guy diving at midcourt?
Yeah.
And how about everybody tweeting junk at me about Caruso? There's Neville. What's up, Neville, in the snow?
See? Neville's in the snow, man.
Good to see you, my guy. Good to see you, Neville. Hope the family's well. So we got some competition. So are you saying that right now you would put Gage or Neville in the lead?
Gage. I think Gage is in the lead.
Gage is in the lead with
Neville's
the fedora.
a second.
But it's not hard to knock Gage off, though, with a snow pick.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, oh, look at that. Look at my guy, Eric. Eric in Raleigh with a picture of him and his mom at basic training.
Super cool.
Graduation from the Air Force in 1998. Gotta love that. So all you have to do, again, it's a National Day of Giving, and we're giving back. You guys have given us so much that we are giving back. And we told you we were going to do this. We really want to give back to our listeners, and we have been able to help a lot of people, whether it be food or gifts or help with Christmas or whatever. But we really wanted to just take a day where we give away straight cash to you, because who doesn't use Amazon, right? Like everybody uses Amazon.
Yeah, we all use the Jeff Bezos machine. We all do.
Yeah, I agree. So just tweet us a picture. Troy Cushing says, "Morning, Monty and Jake. When do you think Danny will make moves for the future? End of trade deadline, end of 2022. Like I think that you're going to see they're going to be busy at the trade deadline. because you can get somebody that's over a barrel. And you can make a deal that they probably wouldn't make if they feel like they're a playoff team or if they feel like they're a Malik Beasley away from winning the Eastern Conference or whatever that might be. You're going to get an extra draft pick maybe that you wouldn't get from them normally. So I think they'll be busy at the trade deadline. And again, I just would not be emotionally attached to guys like Jordan Clarkson because I think it's going to be they will trade Jordan Clarkson.
You are what you are.
I think Beasley and Clarkson are two very hot commodities.
Yeah.
That's
totally
just my
agree.
opinion. RRR, okay, says JC was so comfortable shooting threes, he shot 8 with 12.5%. Beasley and JC not shooting that well in the last 2 games. They're not.
Yeah, well, and I think the thing is like, to a certain extent, like Jordan Clarkson has more skill overall than Beasley does. Like Jordan Clarkson can score off the dribble. Jordan Clarkson's got a finishing package. Like Jordan Clarkson is just a bucket getter.
Finishing package.
Yeah, he's a bucket getter.
This is a family show.
Right. Right. I know it's a family show and everything, but the point is that Malik Beasley is a 3-point shooter and not much else right now. And I love the guy. I love the guy's game. He can make it with the best of them, but you can't have multiple of that guy. Like you have to have, one guy who's your 3-point shooter, another guy who's your one-on-one scorer. Like you got to have more like different roles. And I feel like Beasley and Clarkson kind of trend in the same role.
I think that's interesting. I think that there is some credence to that. I do. I think obviously I'm going to tell you that Jordan's far more dynamic because he's got a finishing package.
Right. Yeah.
But that's fine. That's fine. Mike Maple says, good morning, friends. Time to head out and shovel. Be well. And by the way, one of the things that happens every year when the first snow comes in, somebody dies of a heart attack shoveling snow. I'm not even joking. Please be careful shoveling snow. Back injuries and heart attacks shoveling snow.
Take your time.
Be cool. NY Monty fan says, Troy Cushing, good to see you, man. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope all is well.
Yeah, that's true. Welcome back.
Indeed. NY Monty fan says, mind the back, Mike Maples. Absolutely. Yes. Eric and Raleigh says, Cat also had a knee-to-knee hit in the Warrior game on Sunday to that right leg. He likely strained and compensating for that. Yeah. I don't care what anybody says. Those calf injuries are not fun. They're long-lasting. They're tough to get over, Gage Carter says, love y'all. Appreciate you, Gage. Mike Maples says, always MI Monty fan. Nice. Sean Carden says, the Jazz will not win if they keep committing costly and timely turnovers and allow other teams to snag up pivotal offensive rebounds. Well,
completely agree.
Again, 64 points in the paint last night for the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. If you're just tuning in, Jake said earlier that Andre Drummond dominated.
Yeah.
And I think we're seeing why Azubuike's not an NBA talent because he's not athletic enough and he just does not have a finishing package.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a package for finishers.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm a child. But listen, I think Azubuike's just not an NBA talent. He is a 4A player. He's between the G League and the NBA, and that's a terrible place to be.
Why did he get minutes last night? Because I think this is important. Like, Will Hardy was searching for a more physical big to run at Andre Drummond, and the problem is that Azubuike, like, the guy has an NBA body, in my opinion. If mentally he was super sharp and was always making the right play, he'd be fine. Like, he'd be absolutely fine. But when you come into the game and literally 30 seconds into your run, you're off the ground and following DeMar DeRozan, like, it's a bad look. And that's why I say, like, guys like Azubuike, you got to move on from. It's just time.
It is time. And I think it's very interesting that you have guys that are just not good enough. Like Ochai Agbaji is another guy that I'm really interested to see what his ceiling is. But I know what Azubuike is as a player, and it's not in the NBA.
Yeah.
It's not. And I thought Billy Donovan, for all of that guy's warts on his face as a coach, Billy Donovan was really smart not to use, Jones Jr. last night and to use Andre Drummond because I also think there's a larger conversation about Jared Vanderbilt that needs to be had now. Like I think you're starting to see just how limited he is. He can make a 3-point shot.
Yeah.
And he can dunk a basketball. And that's about it. Defensively, I also think if you're physical with him in the pick and roll, he gets completely washed out of the play altogether.
Totally.
And so I think there's a lot
of teams are using that, by the way. I mean, you saw the Warriors do it. The Suns did it. The Bulls definitely did it. Like, teams are attacking Vando and Beasley when they're on the floor together.
Totally. Absolutely. And I think it's one of those things where you have to somehow, some way, you have got to figure out how to get your highest, best use out of these dudes. And I don't know if I said to you right now, what is Vando's highest, best use? He is a guy that you can stand in the corner on offense.
If you develop him to the absolute best he could possibly be in his career, I think the perfect world is a Draymond Green but taller, offensively speaking. I think he could be that. That's where I think he could get. Now, I will say that I think Jared Vanderbilt has more athleticism than Draymond has in his body. Okay. And I think that offensively you can develop him. And again, it's a it's a willingness thing. Like, I'm not questioning Vando's want to. No. But the fact is, in the offseason, I damn well better see you in a gym. I better see you working with a Brickley-level trainer, Brickley, Alexander, whoever you want to point to. I better see Jared Vanderbilt working on that jump shot. Like, it needs to happen. And again, that's what you have to keep in mind here. It's okay right now that Jared Vanderbilt is incompetent on offense. It's okay.
It is.
Next year, not going to be okay. And that's why I'm saying, like, these guys need to, over the summer, take that next step. I would love to see I don't know how many attempts he's getting from 3 a game right now. It's probably 2 or 3.
1 to 2, yeah.
You're getting a couple of those looks a game. Let's see you push that to 4 or 5 and make 2 of those, right? Like, that's growth. That's how long it takes to get better in the NBA. So I'm saying Vando is a guy I want on my team, as long as he's willing to improve his offensive game.
Yep, totally agree. All of our Jazz talk here on the show is presented by TryDayTrading.com. TryDayTrading.com/Monty. Do you know what day trading is? Day trading is a quick in and out in the stock market, and it's a way for you to take your side hustle into your full-time gig. It's a way for you to stop hating your job and start living that prosperous life that you've always wanted. And all I'm asking you to do right now is go to TryDayTrading.com/Monty and watch the free webinar. That's all you have to do. TryDayTrading.com/Monty. It takes 3 minutes. Watch the webinar and make a decision, because, again, I will just say to you, if I said, hey, for the rest of this week, you can make $1,000 a day, $4,000 in income the rest of the week, would that be exciting to you? Would that be more money than you're making right now? Would that be a good side hustle for you? Because every single day, there are people day trading that have gone through the Try-Day Trading program that are making $1,000 a day. There are people who are also making hundreds of dollars a day. It's all about where you put it in your schedule and what you need to get out of your side hustle. And do you hate your boss enough? Do you hate this commute in the morning snow here in Salt Lake City enough to say, you know what, I wish I could work at home? Well, you can. And all you have to do is go watch the free webinar at TryDayTrading.com/Monty. It really is that simple. And again, if you don't want to take my word for it, how about you take the word of world-famous superstar Alema Harrington?
Alema Harrington here. I've been in the broadcast business going on 30 years now. And after that amount of time, you start to be able to pick some winners. I want to share a winner that I'm aware of with you, and that is my guys at Try-Day Trading. They're going to teach you how to trade, and then they're going to let you trade using their money and then split the profits with you. That's a pretty winning deal. If you want to register for a free webinar, all you have to do is go to TryDayTrading.com/Monty. So for more information, it's TryDayTrading.com/Monty. We'll see you there.
There you go, Alema Harrington. Don't take my word for it. Take Alema's word, or actually just get into action. Let's stop complaining and being negative about our situations and do something proactive and positive. TryDayTrading.com/Monty. I'm telling you, it can change your life. It can absolutely change your life. And again, the best part is you don't start trading with your money. You start trading with their money, and if you make money, you get 50% of the profit. All right. Talking Jazz. Now, also, you guys are doing a great job with submissions. We've got 20 minutes left in the first hour.
That's right, T.
Okay, so every hour, if you're just tuning into the show, and I see a bunch of new people on the show, every hour we are going to give away a $100 Amazon gift card as I try to upload more pictures. So let's show you some of the folks that have submitted. Jesse Harsh. Look at that.
Look
Jesse,
at that blue turf.
Yeah, the blue turf,
The blue
Smurf turf up in Boise.
Yeah.
Jesse, good to see you. Jesse won our trip to Las Vegas.
I love that show.
I love that show. To go see BYU and Notre Dame. Hey, how about that? Look at our guy out there working, Steven Lopez. Notice what's on the phone.
Again,
Notice what's on the phone.
This is a prototypical example of what we're looking for here. We're on the phone. He's outside. He's already working. Like, amazing work, dude.
On location in Shreveport, Louisiana, saying, I've got to get my sports fix in. Let's go.
Let's go.
How about that? Love that you guys watch on the phones. We appreciate that. How about our guy, Rec One?
Rec
Look
One,
at
what's
Rec
up,
One
buddy?
with the selfie outside. Rec One, good to see you. He said, I'm really trying. I don't know how to tweet. Well, you did a great job. And you tweeted. And then there's Brandon Whitesides, who says, went to the Stars game last night. Yeah, no Scoot Henderson last night.
Yeah.
But look at that. He stopped by the crib and took a picture of the studio.
There you go.
And he sent it to us. Appreciate that very much. You guys are doing a great job. If you had to pick, who's your leader right now with 19 minutes to go in the first hour?
I mean, I really like this one from Louisiana. I have to tell you. I think that's Steven, right?
Steve
I
Lopez.
like that. I don't know what it is. I mean, I have to say, I think, was it Mark Hayo's in twice now with his dog and everything or whatever?
Yes.
I mean, you guys can enter, as much as you want. You can send pictures in, but you get points for creativity. You get points for, having some fun with it. You know what I mean? Like, entertaining the people here.
There's something about that Lopez picture.
Yeah,
that you're looking at
about it.
It's like a built Ford Tough commercial.
He's wearing the hard hat,
right?
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Where's Hale and his dog? I'm uploading Hale and his dog right now.
Yeah.
There's Hale and his dog. And he says, if not for me, do it for my dog. I think it's awesome. I will agree with 18 minutes to go. It's close. Yeah. I still think Steve Lopez and Gage are the fedora.
The fedora's next level, man.
The fedora. It's close.
I know.
Lopez.
What do you guys
Carter?
think? Let's get a vote in the.
Lopez.
Can you do a poll?
Or Carter?
Yeah. Can we do a quick little poll here?
We can. All right. What do you guys think? Let's see. Monty in the morning. Connor Tulin says, "Good to see you. What's up?"
What's up?
M. Alvarez says, "Come on, guys. Let's smash that like button. Only 15 likes so far.
Yeah,
Is that right?
Come on.
Is that right? Only 15 likes so far. Okay. We see how it's going to be today.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's fine. We appreciate you guys. Give us a like. That really helps the show grow. Brett Robbins says Lopez is the winner, is the leader right now. Okay.
Is that what we're thinking? That Steve Lopez is the leader?
Is the leader right now? I think that could be right. Skeet says you're high.
Okay.
I mean, Derek says Azubuike doesn't have a free throw package either.
Oh
no,
my
he does
God,
not.
dude! It's
no.
This
He
man
does
was
not.
a bona fide scrub.
No, he does not.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not good, dude.
Let's see. The Blood of DePanta says salute to the chat and the host. You want to do a coach trade? Tibbs for Hardy? No, thanks.
I'm fine.
No, as a Bulls fan, I've been through the Tibbs experiment.
Bonnie,
Tom Thibodeau, the head coach of the Knicks. Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. What about Billy Donovan versus Will Hardy? Because Billy Donovan drives me crazy with his rotations.
Yes.
I cannot.
He cost them wins.
Billy, and listen, I know that Billy Donovan was a hot prospect as an NBA coach coming out of Florida.
He's not a bad coach. He's just not a great coach. Yeah.
As a Bulls fan, the guy drives me crazy. Absolutely. He drives me crazy. Giggity, what's up? Morning, guys. The last time you let listeners choose a winner, we chose Grocock. Don't think we have the best judgment.
Well, that's an excellent point. That is an excellent point.
Salty Drunk says, does Lopez have Jake's old school spectacles on.
Wow, that's an old school reference, bro.
That is.
That is the OGs. The OGs. Only the OGs know about that.
Jake used to wear like black Ray-Ban glasses.
Yeah.
And then he got smart and grew up, and now he wears contacts.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Lopez is in the lead. That is a. I don't know why I want to keep saying built Ford tough, but that's what that looks like to me.
Because what it is the hard hat combined with the glasses, combined with the patches on the shirt. With you know what I mean? Like, dude just looks prepared, and clearly he's standing right inside the door of his truck here.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
I absolutely love it. By the way, the background on our show is fire. Look how clearly you can see that background on his phone.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
I absolutely love it.
Yep.
All right. As we are 15 minutes away. So, again, all you have to do is tweet us photos to The Monty Show, MONTY, The Monty Show. Now Mark Hales is tweeting pictures of himself wearing You're a Casual shirt for Halloween.
Now he's coming through. People starting to get it now. People are starting to get it. The contest is heating up now.
Yeah. And listen.
He deserves credit because he spent the money on the merch, right?
He did.
He's wearing the merch out in the world. See, Jesse Harsh out in the world in the snow. See, you got to give him credit.
I'm just looking at some of these pictures. So all you have to do, here are the rules. It's really simple.
Yeah.
It's really, really simple. Does Gage Carter sell
goodness,
cars?
Dude, he took, you got to upload these three. See, now we got to give play-by-play. Now the competition is getting hot. It's getting hot.
Why?
Because there's people are starting to understand. Hey, if I'm out in the world and I take a picture, that's going to get me a little more credit. They see what Lopez did, and now they're trying to run him down here. They're trying to chase him.
So I'm uploading Gage 2. Mm-hmm. Right. So here is Gage 2. Do you sell Kia's Gage?
See, better look. So you have his first one, right?
I do.
So you have his first one. This was the first entry here, right?
Right
so
there.
he's in the car. Now you're going to come down to the second one. Now he's on the lot. So
now he's on the lot. And I have some appreciation for that.
Yeah.
Right. But then I also have some appreciation for the other guys. Like I look at Hale, and he's tweeting us a picture of himself in one of our T-shirts.
Yeah. See that?
He dressed up as a casual.
Yes.
But then there's Jesse Harsh, who also tweets us a picture outside.
The face he's making is so perfect because it definitely is cold out today.
But he's got the Christmas lights going on. He's got the construction vest going on.
Yes. That's a good entry, man.
That is a very good entry.
Man, this is getting tough now.
I still think Lopez is in the lead.
You like Lopez?
It's close, though.
Yeah.
I love that Gage Carter came back in.
Yeah.
He came back in. He sells cars. Like
Yeah.
I've got some.
Gage, where do you? Can you say where you sell cars?
I think he's in the South somewhere. Atlanta, maybe. I can't remember. His dad. He's from here. His dad lives here.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So
okay.
you know.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's I don't. This picture right here, the whole motif.
This has some drip, dude. This has some drip right here.
This
dude.
does. Jesse Harsh.
Yes.
This has.
Yes.
This has some drip.
Yes.
I would agree with that. But I still think Built Ford Tough is in the lead.
Built Ford Tough.
I think it is. Built Ford Tough is in the lead. Steven Lopez, I think, is in the lead for hour number one. Okay. Gage Carter says at Kia of Greer in Greer, South Carolina.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Love that. Riley O'Brien says, damn, how do we have so many listeners out and about with blue skies already? The Monty Show is global, I'm telling you.
Oh, dude, it's crazy. It's crazy. And that's why we like to do this, because I don't think we all realize like how many people are listening from different parts of the world.
Oh, okay. Riley O'Brien. Mark knows what the hail is going on.
So see what he did there? He like Hale is his last name, and you know what the hell is going on, but he used Hale instead.
But Riley O'Brien also says Jake is trying to gauge the competition. Gage Carter, gauge.
See what he's doing there?
Gauge the competition.
Yeah, see what he's doing there?
You know, like.
Hey, by the way, Salty Drunk, I expect a picture of 4X Gold if you're going to enter the contest here.
Yeah, at least if you're not going to send us a photo of yourself. Oh, look at Mike Maples. Look at Maples,
my guy.
coming in.
Okay.
I love it. Okay. Now the competition is really heating up.
Okay, now we're getting into it. Okay.
It is.
I got it. Okay.
I like that one a lot. BB. Oh, look at BB coming in.
Let's go.
Gotta like that.
Let's go.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, competition is getting stiff. There's some. Elise Johnson is signed with the San Antonio Spurs. Okay, we're saying.
Okay, neat. All right.
Anytime I see a Woj bomb, I stop.
Right.
I mean, any time. Oh, look at Justin Salas.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, boys, I'm telling you now.
This next wave of photos is going to be good.
This is really heating up, and maybe this is what we'll do for Football 50 every hour today.
Yeah, let me get the music going here.
You know, because Football 50 presented by Papa Murphy's Pizza. Use the promo code Monty25 to get 25% off your purchase of $25 or more, as we are giving away a $100 Amazon gift card 3 times today. So $300 to Amazon once per hour. There's BB. I mean, you got to like that. He's got a shot of himself in the office.
And the facial expression is excellent. Well done.
You got to like that.
Really well done.
And then there is Mike Maples, who is, and see, this is, the local flavor makes a big difference. Because Maples, now granted, he's wearing, I believe that's a Bosa jersey, which I think, and I read the small print, but I believe the Niner Bosa jersey is an automatic disqualification.
I believe so, but, you know.
I think I that could be. And by the way, look at our guy Justin Salas. Are you kidding me?
Bam.
With the baby and the You're a Casual shirt. I mean, the only thing here is he's got a neck beard, which you are actually known for.
Yeah, he gets a lot of credit for taking a picture with his kid in it. Like, do you know how clutch this is right here?
That is clutch.
The baby is passed out. And he's still finding a way to make the flash work and get a selfie in.
With the You're a Casual shirt
I mean, that's just incredible.
Now, Solace or Built Ford Tough?
Damn.
I'm telling you.
Dude.
It is close.
But Jesse, yeah, come on.
It's close.
Yeah.
It's close.
I think in order, I'd probably go baby picture first, then I'd go Built
So you
Ford
put
Tough.
Solace in the lead.
Because, dude, his kid is sleeping right
You
there.
put Solace in the lead.
He had to be covert. He had to execute on the game plan. He had to be prepared. He had to make sure that the phone was charged up this morning and ready to go.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, look, that's just my opinion on it. I mean, where you come down on this?
8 minutes. Get your votes in. I think I'm on Built Ford Tough, man. I think I'm on Built Ford Tough.
It's a great picture, dude. I mean,
it is a really good
phenomenal picture.
And you know what it is? It's the stone face look.
Yeah.
It's the stone face. I'm out here working, and I've got you on my phone.
Yeah.
I think Built Ford Tough is in the lead.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Football 50, 10 of the hour, every hour. We'll announce the winner coming up here in about 7 minutes. Stick around for that. A couple of football stories I do want to get to. By the way, we're about 12 hours away from the college football playoff rankings coming out. And by the way, I still maintain USC belongs in the top 4.
Yeah.
I think it's Georgia, Michigan, TCU, and USC.
Yeah, I think this conversation around the Georgia LSU game is really, really interesting to me. Like, I think the bigger picture conversation around whether this year a 3-loss LSU team would be able to get in is fascinating because it changes, like it makes you think about, well, what are they prioritizing in these meetings about like winning and what you need to do to get in? Because if a 3-loss team gets in, that sends a clear message that it doesn't matter if you're Georgia and you've been number 1 all year, right? We're prioritizing winning conferences. So we don't really care about who the best team is. We care about who won the conference. And that's if you put LSU in, assuming they win the SEC championship game. But to me, in the current setup, I have to agree. Georgia's got to be in there, and LSU has no business, even if they win the SEC championship game, of being in the college football playoff.
Can't do it. Riley O'Brien gives us a $5 tip and says, on a real note, it's awesome seeing Jake and Tim extra fired up because they're giving away goods to listeners. You guys are on point, heart and mind. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you, bro. Yeah.
Neville93 says Lopez. Brett Robbins says Lopez still the winner. Stop trying to entice weak entrants. Wow. Riley O'Brien says Lopez winner hour number 1.
Okay. So
I
it
like
seems
that.
like Built Ford Tough is,
But Chris Karn in with a late entry on the driveway.
Okay. See? Got the shovel out.
And there's something about the Chrome Dome and the shovel.
And the look, the facial expression.
The stoic look.
Yeah.
But and you have time to swoop in with 4 minutes. I'm telling you, Built Ford Tough is where it's at.
Yeah. And this
That's
is
gonna
just
be
hour
tough to
number
win.
1. Again, you've got 2 more opportunities.
Yeah, you got 2 more hours to go.
Yeah.
Salty Drunk says, give it to Jake's bro.
I'm not sure who my bro is.
Who's your bro?
I'm not sure.
Who's your bro? The other football story today that I think is really interesting is Deshaun Watson, activated by the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
Here on Football 50, presented by Papa Murphy's Pizza. I don't know how, if you're the NFL, you allow this guy to play this year. And I feel like we say this all the time. And now it's not just the NFL anymore. Like, it's all the stuff that's gone on in the NBA, the punching of the face, the Kyrie stuff, the
Major League Baseball.
Major League Baseball. I mean, there's just all this stuff going on. And yet Deshaun Watson is back on the field. And it's remarkable to me. He will play in what I think was a scripted result. His first game will be in Houston against the Texans.
Yeah.
His former team. I don't think that's accidental. You can't tell me it's a coincidence. Should Deshaun Watson be on the field for the Browns?
I don't think so. I think it should have been a year, like a full season, if you will. And I don't know. I just don't like how they've handled this. I wish that there wasn't so much desperation to make sure that you followed, the collective bargaining agreement to every, dotted I and crossed T. Like, I wish that you would have a feel for real world scenarios and real world perspective, which is, hey, this guy clearly had a thing for flying masseuses into a hotel room and doing things that they didn't want to do. And he did it repeatedly. And for that, he should miss a season. He should. This isn't 1 time or even 5 times. It's 30 times on record and probably much more than that off record. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it just isn't even to me, it's not even a conversation that the penalty should have been more robust. It should have been bigger, but it's not. And now you're going to have a bunch of people who are really excited about him being in a Browns uniform. And that's fine, I guess, but I just feel like it's another thing on the NFL's face, man.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all. Football 50, 10 to the hour, every hour. On the Monty Show, presented by our good friends at Papa Murphy's Pizza. Make sure you use the promo code Monty25 to get 25% off your purchase of $25 or more at Papa Murphy's Pizza.
Papa Murphy's presents How to Change the Way You Pizza. Step 1, carefully knead dough. Step 2, artfully spread sauce. Step 3, add fresh mozzarella and assemble toppings. Step 4, realize we already did all that for you, so all you have to do is bake it. For a limited time only, get the Hog Heaven Pizza with Canadian bacon, ground sausage, and crispy bacon. Papa Murphy's, change the way you pizza.
There you go, Papa Murphy's Pizza. Use the promo code Monty25 to get 25% off your purchase of $25 or more at Papa Murphy's Pizza. Late entrance was an early entrance. Here's M. Alvarez sending us a picture from Florida.
Yeah.
My guy. I mean, listen. I know it's the National Day of Giving, and you want to give us all sunshine. But how jelly are we of that picture right now?
It appears to have stopped snowing.
I mean, look how clear. Look, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, now that the hurricanes.
And he's got like a perfectly groomed backyard.
Hurricanes or snow?
Snow all day.
Snow all day.
Snow all day, dude.
Snow all day. You know. Grocock's brother is in.
What?
Hey, I hear there's a giveaway. Exactly. Brett Robbins says, grab your triple pineapple thin crust, boys.
Yes,
exactly right.
Man, I would love some pizza.
Exactly
dude.
right. Okay, now
here we go.
For the win.
Yeah.
Do you want to pick it, or should we rock, paper, scissors for it? You ready? Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah. I knew that's what you were going to do. Yeah, that was, I knew that was happening.
Stop. I don't think there. I think it's my vote is for Built Ford Tough.
Yeah, we can go Built Ford Tough.
I think
like that.
Steven Lopez is our winner. Dilly dilly, baby. That's right. Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.
Steven Lopez is our winner for hour number 1. We are giving away a $100 Amazon gift card. Steven Lopez watching on his phone while he works on remote. That's our guy for hour number 1. Steven Lopez, thanks for listening to the show, man. We appreciate you.
Yes.
We appreciate that you're working, that you're
Yes.
you're doing what you need to do to take care of your family. And we're going to give you a $100 Amazon gift card just because you listen to the show.
Yes, please DM at the Monty Show, and we will get your information after the show.
So there you go. Built Ford Tough, hour number 1 winner today. So the contest is far from over.
Yes.
It is 7 o'clock on the Monty Show, presented by the Advocates, UtahAdvocates.com. The best injury attorneys in the business. And if you're here in Utah and you're driving in the snow, there's going to be accidents on the road today. And if somebody hits you because they were driving too fast, we saw a guy this morning at 4:10 or 4:40, 10 minutes after we left the house this morning. We leave our house in South Jordan at 4:30 every day. And at 4:40 this morning, this guy just comes flying around the corner. That guy hits you when it's icy and snowy and road conditions are bad. You have to drive slower. A lot of people don't. And it's not your fault they don't. If somebody hits you today, don't rely on your insurance company. Don't believe that they have your best interest at heart. Go to the people you know that are going to fight for you. That's the Advocates. UtahAdvocates.com, where you don't pay any big retainers. You don't pay consultation fees. They don't have any of that. All they have is empathy, professionalism, and the know-how to get you the best result in your situation. That's why you go to the Advocates at UtahAdvocates.com. The way we're working the show today is it is at the official National Day of Giving. And every hour we're going to give away a $100 Amazon gift card. Now, if you're already entered and, like Jesse Harsh, I think he's a strong contender to win an Amazon gift card today.
Now, just because the first round is over doesn't mean your submissions are automatically exiled. All the submissions are still in play, and again, you're welcome to enter again if you want to. But we're just going to keep rolling with it.
Yep. And Justin Salas, I think, probably was a close second.
Definitely.
So right now, I think I would put Justin Salas in the lead for hour number 2.
Yeah. I think we got to go Salas number 1 right now. And then I think you got to go Jesse number 2.
You got to go. So outdoor Jesse.
Outdoor Jesse, yes.
In the
outdoor
vest.
Jesse. And then I think Gage is number 3 right now. The second Gage Carter picture.
So Gage 2 selling the cars.
Yeah. Yep.
In South Carolina. Have some
We're only
appreciation
here
for
for
that.
one reason.
I think you got to give consideration to Rec One, who does
definitely.
not tweet.
Yeah.
But yet he found a way to tweet us a picture.
Yes, correct.
Gotta love that.
Yes.
So I would say right now, here's your bar. Justin Salas with the sleeping baby.
Now, again, what goes into this, right? Like the sleeping baby's the X factor. Now, he's got the merch on, and that's great. Not everyone has merch, but if you have it, you should rock it. But what goes into that is, now we have some fresh entries. Okay.
We do.
I see what's going on here.
We do.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. See, and then, so keep going. Explain it.
Yeah. So basically, as far as these pictures are concerned, creativity is going to get you some extra points here, right? So Steven Lopez is out in the field by his work truck. He took a picture of himself holding the phone, which I thought was very creative, right? Hey, I listen to you on my phone, but what did he have to go and do to do that? He had to find another phone. So that means he had to ask a friend or whatever, use his resources. Now, I look at some of these other ones. Salas has a sleeping baby, so he's got to be real covert about it. He even put the merch on, right, which I highly doubt you use our merch for pajamas, so you went out of your way to put the shirt on, got the baby in the picture, even worked the flash. He deserves credit for that.
Now, if you also work in some show knowledge from past shows, like Chris Karn, who tweeted a picture of himself doing dishes and said, my wife left me some dishes to do, because the backstory on that is that me and Mrs. Monty, had some difficult discussions because she demanded that she always do the dishes.
Right.
And I said, I love doing the dishes. I'd like an opportunity. And she said, no, screw you. So we had to go back and forth.
All right, bro. Have a nice day. Didn't mean nothing by it.
That's not what happened. So Karn, that's a good entry. Absolutely. And then BB sends us a picture of the salt on the ground.
Yes.
And he said, no, I can't work. It's too cold. I'll just listen to the Monty Show.
There we go. See?
So working in some creativity.
Definitely helps.
Karn and Salas are 1A and 1B right now.
Yes.
Like that
That's
understanding the dynamics on the show absolutely makes a difference.
You know what I'm waiting for right now? I'm waiting for Tanner to wake up and know that there's a giveaway going on and get us a picture on the train. I need a Tanner
Tanner
on the picture on the train picture.
Tanner, we need a picture of you on the train.
Yes.
It could win you a $100 Amazon gift card.
Yeah.
So we have 2 more to give away, one this hour, and then one. So we'll essentially do it at 8 o'clock, and then at 9 o'clock we'll announce winners. So all you have to do is tweet photos to us and send them to The Monty Show, MONTY, The Monty Show on Twitter. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. And I'll retweet them. Even Chris Karn, who, Arlington Bears.
Yes.
With a shot right at the heart.
Yes.
He's
playing on the heartstrings. Absolutely he is. And I think that, again, show knowledge and understanding, like combining your brand as a listener with a reference on the show with some creativity in your picture. Like that's the magic of it. You know what I mean?
I also got to tell you, though, it's going to be tough to beat the Karn entry. I think it's Karn and Salas right now are really close.
The baby portion of Salas's entry gives him the edge, I feel like. You know what I mean?
I think it's really close.
It's close. I know.
It's really close. Now, if somebody was to tweet us a picture of themselves holding a Super Soaker gun, with a Tanner reference.
Oh my God, just like that.
That might go,
Yeah, that might be auto win. Didn't hear it from me though.
Giggity says, if Tanner sends a photo of himself on the train holding a Super Soaker, I will give him a gift card. Why does before we do
our job and actually talk
to a
sports
talk show
and stuff,
why do we always get to this point with Tanner Plummer where he's not here and he seems to be a topic of discussion?
Hey, come on.
Because I'm not going to talk about the World Cup until Tanner's here.
Yeah. This
This Iran thing today, by the way, Iran and the U.S. men's national team today at noon Mountain Time. This is a big one. This is a big one.
Yeah, they're playing today in case you were living under a rock.
Yeah, and there's all kinds of stuff around that game. That match, excuse me.
Yeah, the match. Yeah.
So we'll talk about that. So anyway, tweet us a photo of yourself. Do what you need to do. It's a $100 Amazon gift card.
Yeah, you can do some damage on Amazon.
That goes a long way.
Yeah.
That absolutely goes a long way. All right, let's talk BYU making changes on the coaching staff because I think this has been a very passionate discussion over the last 2 days about what changes are coming to the staff. I think we already all agree. We know that Elisa Tuiaki is out because he resigned. I think we have heard very strong indications that Preston Hadley and Ed Lamb are out on the defensive side of the football. I have been told directly that significant changes are going to be made to the strength and conditioning program at BYU for football. Does that mean that the entire strength and conditioning staff are out? I'm not willing to say that at this point.
Do you even lift?
The bigger question becomes Harvey Unga. And we saw a bunch of BYU fans last night, and everybody was asking us, hey, is Harvey Unga in? Is Harvey Unga out? I have not been told one time that Harvey Unga is out. I will just plainly put that out there. Could be wrong. I don't know. I have not heard that Harvey Unga is out.
Right.
I have heard that A-Rod is fine, that they are not going to make significant changes to the offensive staff. I have been told that the staff will largely be left in place and that they feel like, and I asked specifically about Harvey Unga because I've heard so much about him. Harvey Unga tends to run a little hot. Harvey's a passionate guy. But without question, the running backs have not been the issue at BYU. Running back recruiting has been an issue at BYU. Running back talent development has not been an issue at BYU. And whether that's Tyler Algier, whether that is Christopher Brooks, who I think was serviceable, I think he was solid, I think he was not spectacular, but I think the running backs have not been the issue at BYU. Mm-hmm. I think certainly Fessy has done a really good job with the wide receivers. I just don't see a need for a significant change. The offensive line has been rock solid. I think you're looking at an issue on defense and an issue with strength and conditioning. And we've talked about this for months now. And we've talked about strength and conditioning so much on the show because we've heard complaints from players about strength and conditioning. We've heard about, squats and back squats and heavy lifting for wide receivers. And it just doesn't make a lot of sense. Guys have told us specifically, hey, I'm a defensive back. I want specific training for my position. We've heard that.
What do you bench?
Linemen and skill players should not be training the same way in the weight room.
Yeah.
And while they don't train the exact same way, they also don't get position-specific training. And a lot of guys are doing self-development, which is never the right way to go about it in big-time college football. So I think you're going to see significant changes in the strength and conditioning program at BYU. But I also think the conversation needs to be had, and it needs to be said, change for the sake of change is not change at all. And you can't go too far. And one of the things that I would caution is it's really easy to get on the freight train of change. Fire everybody. They all suck. It's terrible. Let's fire everyone. Well, they don't all suck. And you shouldn't fire everyone at BYU because there's a lot of good coaches on the BYU football staff. Mm-hmm. A lot. Was Elisa Tuiaki in over his head? There's no doubt about that. Should Hadley pay for, the failings of that defensive line and the inability to get to the quarterback? He probably should. Should the lack of production in special teams, the absolute regression of the kicking game, cost Ed Lamb his job? I think it absolutely should. But Jake, I think you need to be careful here and not make change for the sake of change.
Yeah, I think making change just to say you made change is a problem, obviously. Change for the sake of change is nothing at all, as you just said. And I think that, again, as we discussed so often on the show about BYU, they're not in the luxurious position of being able to just do whatever the hell they want and win football games. I feel like in, the best teams in the country, like Kirby Smart could take a year off and you're still probably a college football playoff team. That's the level of program that they have. And I look at BYU and I say, hey, you have to make progress. You have to get traction. You have to make changes that are directly pointed at what you need in your program. And to me...
Program.
Hey, you like that?
Yes.
You like that?
Yes.
And you need to make changes that solve problems. Again, great. Tuiaki was not good defensively. All right, who are you going to bring in? Who's going to be better than Tuiaki? This is the same thing I say every single time all the Kalani comments come out about, oh, you should fire Kalani, and Kalani's not the guy, and you should just whack him. And it's all right, cool. Who are you going to go and bring in? Because I'm telling you, Bronco's not taking that job. Come on, guy. Jesus. Now, can we get back to something fun?
Bro, I don't mean to derail the show.
Okay, see, this is next level. This is next level.
Dude.
This is what I'm talking about right here. This is what I'm talking about right here.
Okay, there are two. And when I say home runs, I don't mean fence scrapers. In the competition to win the gift card.
Dude.
This one right here is a home run. This is 15 rows into the bleachers.
Well done, sir.
Because what is this that you're looking at?
Really well done.
This is M. Alvarez with a picture of Chris Karn. Watching the show, a picture of Chris Karn.
Let's go.
But not only that, not only did he work in the Chris Karn dish reference, he notes the fake Christmas tree behind him, which has been a huge bone of contention on this show.
Wow.
So that's 15 rows into the bleachers.
Yes.
But dude, this one is upper tank. This one is upper deck because it is Solace in the shower wearing the t-shirt.
Dude, come on.
This is sacrificing for the program.
Yes.
That's okay, so who's got the lead? Because again, now I think this is the best Justin Solace picture.
This is one of the best pictures. So we've done this before on the show. We've been doing the show for however long, years at this point, right? 7, 8, 9, however long it's been.
Unbelievable.
We've done this before. I have yet to see someone go full on shower mode to win something on this show. This is truly incredible. And I'm not throwing shade at the Chris Karn Christmas tree picture at all, because that's a phenomenal picture. But this is the level of commitment that Justin Solace is willing to put in. I have to say, dude, you're raising the bar with that one. I mean, it is inconvenient. right? It's inconvenient to not only you got up for the show, which he usually does anyway, but it should be said, you're awake for the show. You have a kid. You've probably been up at some point last night. You then put on the merch, and then you got in the shower. It's incredible.
And then you got in the shower.
My mind is blown, bro.
And then
absolutely incredible.
You got in the shower.
Yeah. Amazing work, dude.
That is awesome. So who's got the lead? I don't know. M. Alvarez working in multiple show references.
Multiple show references. I don't think we have a leader yet. I think it's very close between
Salas is
and,
bucking though.
Yeah, dude. It's the thing is, go to the other one. Go to the Alvarez one. So the thing with this picture, like you were saying, is you have multiple references going on here. So you've got the Christmas tree and you've got Chris Karn on an iPad or a tablet. See what I mean? The last hour's winner, Lopez, did this same tactic, and this is really well done. Little details, right? Just like we talk with the Jazz. Note what he's done here in this picture.
Just like we talk with the Jazz.
Little details. So he took a picture of himself listening to the show.
Yes.
Which means he had to go and get a friend. You go back to the other one with the Christmas tree and the iPad. This guy just said, okay, I'm going to work in a couple of show references. I'm going to get a tablet so I can use my smartphone. That's really well done, man.
Dude, Salas is in the shower wearing our shirt.
The extreme nature of the shower is hard to beat, dude.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
And then, by the way, Boyd Lake. With you on the screen in the background.
Go.
With you.
Let's go.
On the screen in the background. Unbelievable.
You guys are crushing this show.
You know what, man? We're only 16 minutes into this hour, and I don't know how you do it. Talking BYU football here on the Monty Show. Riley O'Brien says multiple references to the program.
Yes,
P-R-O-G-R-U-M.
to the program. Yes.
To the program.
Yes.
Brocock's brother says, be proud, guys. What these giveaways prove is that you have a loyal fan base. Amen to that. You guys are amazing.
Well, that's why we're doing it. We just, you guys tip the show, you provide to the show, and we're telling you, I really hope you guys see it. We don't pocket that money. We built this studio out of that money. We're doing the family help, helping families during the holidays. We're trying to give back to you guys. That I'm telling you, the fun goes back to you guys.
Bro, Salas is in the shower, dude.
In the fact that he did it with his arms over his head, it's incredible, dude. Yeah.
Oh, he's in the shower.
And that means, you know what that means, though?
Oh,
that
man.
means that his significant other is involved in helping him win this.
Yes. Brett Robbins says it's not original. Salas is unique. Yeah. Absolutely. Ron Nolan says, where are the chick pics? No Sheila's listening to the show? Ladies, let's go. Let's go. Salas says, now I have to dry the shirt before work. Hey, man, the sacrifices we make.
Yeah.
Right? M. Alvarez says, sorry, boys, I don't have any merch, so top that. But Alvarez, it's
you did really well, dude. This is incredible.
I think the fake Christmas tree is really good.
There's two schools of technique here when you're trying to win something on the show, right? Salas, the shower pick, you're going with the extreme lane where, you're like, all right, I have merch that gives me a distinct advantage over other people because we haven't released merch in a while. And I'm going to jump in the shower, and I'm just going to launch that thing.
I'm going to wreck my day for at least 20 minutes because now I got to dry off.
Yes.
Now I probably got to do some laundry.
That's right, T.
Like you're sacrificing for the show.
Yeah.
But then they have the dish reference. The tree reference is amazing.
This is the other school of thought. Hey, I don't have time to wreck my show. Notice he's got his button up on, and he's ready to go for work. He's ready to go. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make multiple references. Very smart work here, man. Very smart. I'm telling you, it's 1 and 1A right now.
Brett Robin says Alvarez is number 1 for third hour.
Okay.
Well, what about the second hour?
So you're saying no, but that inherently means that he's saying Salas is the winner for hour number 2.
Okay.
So far, that's what he's saying there.
Well, keep them coming, folks. Keep them coming.
Built Ford Tough is back, baby.
Look at that. And it is a Ford. It is. How did I get that right? How did I get that right?
Yes.
That is so lucky. That you're a stud.
That's
Steve Lopez.
Hilarious. Dude.
That's unbelievable. Let me put that picture up real quick.
Just for the sake of it. That's hilarious.
We did not mean for this to completely derail the show.
Well, that's what happens.
but Steve Lopez just dropped on Twitter. There's the truck right there. There is the truck right there.
That's absolutely a Ford.
Built Ford tough is darn right.
Well done, sir.
Way to
Well
work
done for
hard,
you, dude.
man. Appreciate
Well
you,
done.
dude. Congratulate. That's our winner from hour number 1, by the way. There was just something about this picture there's just something about that picture.
It's just got the vibe, dude.
You remember the Ford commercials? I think it was Ford. Probably was Chevy. I remember the Ford commercials where they had like the guys with their stone faces and the miners with the...
Yeah.
That's what the motif won you that.
Yes.
Absolutely the motif won you that. Let's see. Salty Drunk says, I picked a bad night to run out of 4X in the fridge, damn it. Yeah, you did.
Hey, well, listen. You've still got 90 minutes.
Run to the store, dude.
Go to the store, dude.
Don't get picked off by like a Roo down there or anything,
Yeah.
Talking BYU football on the Monty Show, presented by our good friends at BBQ Pit Stop. BBQ Pit Stop always presents football talk here on the Monty Show. BBQPitstop.com. You guys have been amazing at supporting all of our guys at BBQ Pit Stop. We love that you guys, speaking of tweeting us photos, we love that you guys tweet us photos of Asado seasoning, and that just means so much for our small business owners who support this show. And all of the owners at the BBQ Pit Stops, whether it's Layton, Logan, Lehigh, St. George, Murray, all 5 Utah stores. And again, it's been awesome to see all of our listeners around the country shopping online at BBQ Pit Stop, bbqpitstop.com. You can shop online. They'll ship right to you. Our guy, San Diego State, asked me the other day about that. By the way, he also submitted a picture. Where's my guy, Aztec?
Yeah, where's Buddy?
Yeah, where's my guy, Aztec? Where's Buddy? Where's Buddy? There's Buddy right there.
What's up, dude?
There's Buddy
What's
right there.
up?
Good to see you, Aztec, as always.
Snapdragon.
That's right. But, we love to see that you guys support our sponsors at BBQ Pit Stop, because they're really just good guys. And again, we really try to do business with small business owners, guys that are entrepreneurs who are like-minded like we are. And there's no better example of that than the guys at BBQ Pit Stop. In this holiday season, whether it's for yourself, for your husband, for your mom, for your dad, for your son, for your daughter, shop local. Shop at BBQ Pit Stop, bbqpitstop.com. You already know that they have the best equipment. So Traeger, Yoder, Big Green Egg, Camp Chef, they've got all the best equipment. You want an outdoor pizza oven? bbqpitstop.com.
Facts.
You want pellets? Hey, bbqpitstop.com.
Facts.
You want cherry pellets, pecan pellets, oak, you name it, they've got it. Competition blend, BBQ Pit Stop. But what they have that's so much better than everybody else is they've got the spices, the seasonings, the blends, the wing dust. Don't go to Harmon's or Albertsons or your local grocery store to buy seasoning for those wings. You can't do that, you rookie. Go to bbqpitstop.com or any of their 5 Utah locations, Logan, Layton, St. George, Lehigh, and Murray. Get in there. They'll let you flavor sample things. They'll tell you, hey, what are you making? Well, I'm doing a brisket and I don't have seasoning. Or, hey, do I really need to let that brisket rest? Do I need to wrap it and put it in a cooler? Well, yeah, you do, and here's why. Hey, do I need to season the wings and let them sit there with the seasoning on them before I put them on the grill? Yeah, you do, and here's why.
And he will every single time.
You're buying into the knowledge of those guys because they are the best at smoking, barbecue, you name it. They're the best in the business at it. You have questions? You don't want to buy anything. You just want to know how to make those wings? bbqpitstop.com. They have a great chat feature on their website that you can use at BBQ Pit Stop, bbqpitstop.com. Boyd Lake says, what's next for the BYU coaching staff?
Jeez, isn't that the $1 million question?
Again, I think what's next is a lot of change. And I just hope that it is thoughtful, pragmatic, difference-making change. Defensively, this team has been underperforming for years, which was surprising to a lot of us because when Kalani got that job, I think we all thought this was going to be an elite defensive unit.
Just like Kyle Whittingham is.
And it hasn't been. It has not been. And I think a lot of it is injuries. You've had so many injuries across that defensive line. You've had so many injuries to key contributors in the linebacking core this year. You have not been able to pressure the quarterback. You have not been able to cover the underneath routes. You have not been able to certainly stop the run. there has to be significant change on the defense and the special teams. I am just hoping, in my opinion, saying I don't believe you should change a single coach on offense. I would not change a single coach. And if you look at a guy like Steve Clark, because he's the tight ends coach, the tight ends were underused and underperformed.
And you lost one to Utah, probably.
Probably. But we won't say that guy's name anymore. I think that's a guy you could make a change with.
Yeah.
Harvey Unga is your running back coach. I don't know why you would make a change unless there's a personality conflict. And the next time I talk to my guys at BYU, I'm going to ask about that because it doesn't make a lot of sense. I think the running backs have been solid at BYU. Not spectacular, certainly with this year's crop. But Lopini Katoa has clearly grown during his time with Harvey Unga. Now, is that Lopini? Is that Harvey? I don't know. But I think you've clearly seen growth in the running back game. I'm advocating to keep Harvey Unga. And I know that a lot of people will disagree with me on that, but I'm telling you, change for the sake of change is not the right change to make.
Yeah.
You're not going to, hire a new running back coach or elevate a running back coach and get a much better performance. I don't see that happening. If Harvey's not recruiting to the level you need him to recruit to, okay, we can have that conversation. But what he's had to work with, the performance on the field, I don't know how you look at Harvey Unga and say, hey, man, Tyler Algier just was not good enough. How do you say that? Pini Katoa's growth and development as a running back at BYU, just not good enough, Harvey. We're going to have to let you go. I don't see that.
Yeah, I think the offense is obviously in a better situation than the defense was, but I think the thing that we also have to consider is that, Jaron's leaving, right? Like, you're not going to have a Jaron Hall level quarterback. I think he is. I would be disappointed for Jaron Hall. Notice I didn't say disappointed in Jaron Hall, but disappointed for Jaron Hall if he didn't go to the league, because I think he needs to.
I would agree with that.
I think this is his window. He's got momentum. I think you need to go to the league. But here nor there. Let's just assume that Jaron goes to the league, right? The problem for me is what stands out is you were very average offensively at times, even with Jaron, even with Christopher Brooks, who let a lot of people down, even with Peeney back there. So to me, I'm not sitting here saying that Aaron Roderick and company did nearly as bad of a job as Elisa Tuiaki and company. But what I am here to say is that let's say Conover steps into the starting role. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, to be honest with you. But let's just say, for argument's sake, he does. Okay, now you have a little bit of an inexperienced guy there, a younger guy at the position. That demands more. You don't have Jaron's leadership on the field. You don't have that calming presence. So that's what I'm saying. I think as a program, if I'm Kalani, I'm looking at everything across the board. I'm saying, okay, yep, defense had some trouble, but I know offense had some shortcomings as well, in a better spot there, but still some shortcomings. Where can we improve across the board? That's what I think you have to do. Special teams, I don't think you need to worry about special teams. I think you were fine there. Honestly, Jake Oldroyd missing all those kicks is not on a coach. I got news for you, right? A pitcher not being able to throw a strike, not on a coach.
I don't know about that.
I don't think it is, dude. I don't think it is.
I think when I look at Jake the Make,
we need to stop calling him that. I'm done with that name.
You know what it is? Jake the Make changes in the special teams because you can't. I was looking at some of the numbers, and it is not. You can't put this level of failure in special teams on the kicker. I just don't.
But what do you mean this level of failure? It's a make or miss position. Like.
It's a lot more than that. It is how you're blocking. It is the snapping. It's the long snapper. It's the holder. It's the kicker. It is the execution on kickoffs, punt coverage. It is flipping the field. It is the ability to leverage your punter. It is the ability not to kick the ball out of bounds on the kickoff stupidly. To me, you know that Jake Oldroyd is a hell of a kicker. I have no doubt about that. I've seen enough to know he should be an elite college football kicker playing on Sunday, and he's not going to right now. And I just can't believe that a kid falls off a cliff that far and you can't point yourself at the special teams coach and say, what are we doing? What is this kid doing? What's the issue? And I know all these kickers and punters have very different modus operandi, how they do business. They have specific coaches. They have coaches in their personal lives. Like what they do away from the game a lot of times impacts what they do during the game. But I'm sorry, safety play and special teams were issues. That's Ed Lamb. And he's the assistant head coach. You're essentially saying, hey, that's my number 2. He hasn't been good enough. It hasn't been good enough.
I would agree with that. I'm not saying that all the special team issues are on.
And the kick coverage was awful.
Yeah, I'm not saying that Jake Oldroyd's responsible for all special teams. What I am saying is that Ed Lamb is not responsible for Jake Oldroyd not being able to make kicks. I just will die on that hill. Like throwing a strike, making kicks, like you know what you need to do to be Jake the Make, right? And you're doing your damnedest to do it, and you're not making kicks. Like, I'm sorry, that's not, nobody else is in control of him making or missing kicks. Now, you want to talk about, lack of coverage on special teams? You want to talk about team-oriented special team stuff? Yeah, that's on Ed Lamb. That's on the coaching staff. Just like anything else in football, right? Like that's a team thing. That's a coaching thing. Totally down with that. But your point about, Oldroyd kicking it out of bounds on the kickoff or missing kicks, like that's not like you can tell the guy, hey, you're going to do this drill to work on your game this week. But ultimately, the snap was fine, hold was fine. He missed the kick. Like on the kickoff, there is no snap.
I think there is some truth in that. There is some truth in that. My problem is a lot of this is not physical, especially in the kicking game.
Yeah.
A lot of it is mental preparation. And we can agree to disagree as we talk about BYU making changes on the football coaching staff. Certainly one of the biggest stories in sports this morning in Utah, presented by Quick Quack Car Wash. Hey, man, it's no secret. It's snowing outside. There's salt on the road. Do not let that salt destroy your paint. Do not let that salt damage your car. Get to Quick Quack Car Wash and get a free car wash. Their grand openings are going on right now. I can only, again, tell you, get to South Jordan at the district, the Quick Quack Car Wash right next to, there's a 7-Eleven there. There's a Grease Monkey there. There's a Quick Quack Car Wash there. And it's amazing. The people are friendly. It's brand new technology. Bring your kids, too, because the tunnel where you drive through to get your car wash has all these cool lights, different colored soaps. Like, it's really, and I know it sounds crazy to go to the car wash and say, hey, it was fun. It's fun to go through there. And the best part is the vacuums are free. The towels, they give you free towels to wipe your car down, they give you a free dashboard wipe. Like, that's all free at Quick Quack Car Wash. And I would highly encourage you, get the wash pass. It's $21.99 a month is what I pay. And it gets me their best wash. And I can go 1 time a month or 1,000 times a month. It's totally up to me. So when it snows 3 out of 4 days and I need 2 car washes in 5 days, I don't pay any more for that, right? That's why I get a wash pass at Quick Quack Car Wash. Tell them you heard about it on the Monty Show. Let's get some of your thoughts in here on BYU. Mark Rasmussen says the best gift to give is the gift of Jesus Christ. Jesus
Sorry if you're
Christ.
offended by that.
Amen to that. Kicking a kickoff out of bounds is so much. It's so frustrating. It's a mental mistake. It is a mental mistake. No doubt about that. I think, well, and you know what? I think Tulin makes a really good point. Jake would have improved if they had a good coach. I think there are certain tactics that you can take with kickers. And I am not a big believer in having a kicker watch film repeatedly. Yeah. I'm not. But you have got to be able to say, okay, this is the issue. Diagnose. Is it truly the holder? We've heard a lot about bad snaps and execution on the offensive line during special teams. The other thing that I think is always a problem is assignments on special teams. How many times did Isaac Rex run into the game late on field goal?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's just a total package problem in special teams. And you got to make that change, in my opinion. Absolutely have to. Boyd Lake says kicking short to the best returners in D1. Absolutely. Absolutely. Tulin said Jake got worse. He did. Arlington Bear says BYU coverage on kicks was terrible. It was.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the coverage stuff is a coaching issue for sure. Like, it is. But I guess where I differ is that I'm not going to sit here and say, kind of like what you were saying, like kickers don't need to go and watch a bunch of film the way a safety does.
Correct.
That's just that's not what they need to do. What kickers need to do is work on their mechanics. That's what they need to do. And I feel like largely Jake's mechanics are pretty damn good. The problem is that he's just missing. And that's what I'm saying. That's it's like when Steph Curry goes 0 of 30. What do you say? He's the best shooter the game's ever seen. He's going to miss. With Jake, the problem is he's not good enough to justify that right now. Like, yeah, you made some kicks in your college career, but it's not like you're the best kicker the game's ever seen. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there has to be, it's one of two things. Like, either Jake is just has the yips and is in his head and can't do it anymore, or the coaching really was that crappy and he got no feedback and couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of two things.
Yep, totally agree. And I think, one of the things that's so clear to me is that change is needed at BYU. Absolutely. By the way, it is 7:35. You've got about 25 minutes to tweet your pictures in. And I got to give a big shout out. I've got to give a big shout out to the Nye guy who doesn't use Twitter and tweeted us a picture, but somehow I saved it wrong. Nye guy, you're absolutely in. No doubt about it. But you want to talk about show references. And I think we all know that one of the best guys on the show, without a doubt, here on the National Day of Giving, which is why we are giving you a $100 Amazon gift card every hour on the show. Steven Lopez won it in hour 1.
Yep.
One of the best guys ever on this show is Fat Jesus.
Wow.
To send us the bird at our old crappy radio station in Phoenix.
My guy.
First of all, the longtime listener vibes on this picture are remarkable.
Truly incredible.
Not only is it the crappy radio station in Phoenix, not only is it the bird, but he truly understands the absolute damage that we dealt with at that radio station.
Yes,
like
he does.
that.
Doesn't make you feel responsible.
But then there's Talking with Raphael podcast.
Dude, what's up, my guy? What is going on?
Look at this picture. This is Raphael with his new baby with the show on the crib in the background.
Does he get points for how close to the edge his computer is?
No, he gets points for the fact that he's got a pacifier in his mouth, not in the baby's mouth. Raphael, that's amazing.
Incredible. Really well done.
And it's a big day for Raphael because he is a huge football fan.
That's pretty much self-explanatory.
We've got to carve out a notch for Iran versus U.S. talk today.
Yeah.
But that picture is amazing.
Really well done. Really well done.
So, again, I just say...
So, so let's go over the leaderboard here. So, he's tied for the lead, dude.
M. Alvarez has to be there, right?
Yeah.
Justin Salas has to be there.
Has to be. I mean, that's just next level commitment.
But is it Raphael? Is it Fat Jesus? It's
Raphael because like Fat Jesus. I love that picture, dude. I appreciate what you did there.
The sentiment of it.
Yeah, I really appreciate the sentiment of that 100%. But I have to say, again, just the same way I did with Salas, I have to say, baby's in the picture. This is a high level of commitment right here.
Raphael.
We have time. You don't have to choose an outright leader yet.
The entendre of.
Yeah, this is like Kevin Durant's performance. This is masterful. A work of art.
So I'm going off script and saying, Solace, I'm going to send you a $100 Amazon gift card. I think that what you did here, getting in the shower wearing a T-shirt.
Okay.
We're going to send you a gift card.
Okay.
Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly.
But that's not the winner for the hour. I'm just doing it because the Solace game this morning
been strong, dude. It's been strong.
We have a lot of pictures in here. Solace with the baby, transitioning and upping his game to Solace in the shower.
Incredible.
Encompassing somebody else's help while wearing the casual shirt.
Yes.
That's an auto bid.
Yes.
But right now, the question is...
Okay, so you're saying that Salas is out of the running to win the hour because you're just going to send him on.
We're just going to do it.
Yeah, okay. All right.
But this guy right here, M. Alvarez versus Rafael.
Yeah.
Now, sentimentally, Rafael's got the baby. He's got the crib. He's got
all due respect,
the crib at the crib.
Yeah.
Watching the show.
Yeah.
And he's got a pacifier in his mouth.
So well done. See,
now,
that's the little details there are what's putting it over the top.
I mean, you know.
But
so,
again, the Alvarez picture is just so deep with references.
With the fake tree, Chris Karn doing dishes. Come on, man. Wait, 20
really
minutes.
Well done. 20 minutes. Clock's
20
ticking.
minutes. We're giving away a $100 Amazon gift card once an hour, or apparently twice an hour because I said so. You know, all you have to do is tweet us at The Monty Show, MONTY The Monty Show, on Twitter. And we will continue to retweet. It's amazing. It is amazing. Derek Francis.
Oh boy, what do we got here?
With the Jazz T-shirt, the outlets at Anthem.
Okay.
And he's got the yellow, or sweatshirt rather. He's got the yellow Jazz. Okay, let's save this. Let's save this picture. Because you know.
So we go to the game last night, right?
Yes.
We walk in.
Mm-hmm.
First thing I have to do, obviously, is go into the team store.
He literally says to me, well, first thing, I got to see him. Yeah. He doesn't say, I got to go look at the jerseys. I got to see him.
Yeah.
I got to see him.
That's right, T.
So they're unimpressive in person.
Yeah, they're not.
The yellow's my favorite now. I'm just being honest with you. So Derek Francis rocking the yellow this morning at the Anthem outlets, there's some respect for that.
Well done. Really
There's
well done.
some respect for that.
Appreciate you, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Yes.
Well done. Well done. You've got 19 minutes. Football 50 coming up in 10 minutes. But I want to finish up on this BYU conversation because I think it's a big deal. I think you don't, hopefully, make changes like this a lot. And I say that to make the point that Kalani Sitake is in a really important time in his career as a head football coach. Because you're going to make all these changes, and if you have the same season next year you had this year, I think you have to start looking at different changes.
Yeah.
And I think you have to start looking much more closely at Kalani because I don't think his seat is hot right now. I really don't. If you have a terrible year next year, and I think success next year going into the Big 12 is bowl eligibility. You got to win 6 games. If you don't make a bowl next year, I think you got to start looking.
Yep.
I know it's difficult. I know it's a huge transition. And maybe the way they lose those games, okay, we'll talk about it. But I'm not asking for 10 wins next year. I'm asking you to win 6 games. And the 6 games you're not going to win, I'm asking you not to get torched. I'm asking you not to lose by 3 because you missed 3 kicks.
Yeah.
You didn't cover kicks. You had 5 guys out to injury. You just Max Tooley's out again, or this guy's out again, or Kingsley's out again. That's what cannot happen. That's what cannot happen.
Totally agree.
And I think you don't, and I'm trying to be measured because when you're talking about a guy's job, you don't do the job that Kalani Sitake did at BYU and just don't consider the gravity of it. I mean, you're 98-56 as an independent. A lot of that is thanks to Kalani Sitake.
Yep.
It is.
It's true. I mean, he's done amazing things at BYU, and I think that, sports is a what have you done for me lately business. It just is. And I think that whether we're talking about Will Hardy, Kalani Sitake, Kyle Whittingham, you look around the landscape and you start to understand, okay, great. Cool. You guys went to the Rose Bowl last year. What are we doing this year? Oh, that's right. We're trying to go to the Rose Bowl again, right? Like, you look at Kalani, and I think there are a lot more factors that Kalani has to deal with. Not that those are excuses, but it's just true.
They're not.
And I think that there is a lot of success on the horizon for BYU and Kalani, but I think there's going to be a pain train in the first season in the Big 12. And I think it's just a matter of how substantial is that ass kicking? Can you be bowl eligible or not?
How
that's what it is.
substantial is that ass kicking?
Because the Big 12 is a strong physical league. Like, I know BYU, historically speaking, plays a good schedule every year. They do. Tom Homo does a great job scheduling. You get a ton of P5 talent on the schedule. You've beaten every Pac-12 team now. Great. Awesome. Right? But the difference is when you're playing the Big 12 every single week, right now, your strength and conditioning program is garbage. You have too many injuries, too many guys that can't stay on the field. You think that it's going to get easy for you in the Big 12?
No.
You got another thing coming, and that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, that's
it'll
what I'm
be
worried
interesting to see what happens. It really will. Excuse me. Wow.
Damn.
I just choked on myself. Boyd Lake says kicking slumps are like shooting slumps. Got to keep shooting and keep kicking. It's counterintuitive. Absolutely.
Agreed.
Absolutely it is. It is. I mean, it's important. Justin Salas says, let's go, boys. Congratulations,
Yeah, you got
Justin.
to. By the way, you got to DM us. We need to get like your information and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Justin, DM me. Tulin says, really? I expect 4, maybe 5 wins. We're going to see a huge offensive overhaul on the player side. Yeah, I wonder if I'm Jaron Hall, that's one of the reasons I'm out. I mean, he hasn't said he's out, but I mean, I have to think you're going to lose Puka. You're going to lose Jaron. You're going to lose multiple starters on the offensive line. Harris Chance will join us tomorrow on the show, by the way. We'll talk about that. But I think it's very difficult to take such a big step up. The Big 12 you have a college football playoff team in that league. You look at what Kansas has done. Again, I just point to Kansas State, TCU.
Keep it real.
The surprises that we've seen come forward out of that league are really incredible. And I think the thing that really stands out to me is that BYU is going in with Cincinnati, Central Florida, Houston. You're walking into an absolute, fire. Like it is going to be very difficult.
Well, and I think that's what's required to bring an entire school up, to the next rung on the ladder as far as like college football and the big picture is concerned. But at the same time, I think that the BYU fan base has been waiting for this moment in the program's history to happen, right? Like you've been waiting for, hey, we're finally going to join a conference again. We're finally going to take that leap and we're going to join a P5 after the Pac-12 told us to go F ourselves, after everybody said...
the Pac-12 told us
That's
to
what they
F
did.
ourselves.
Did they not?
They did.
They did. They told you to go F yourself. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. They said you weren't good enough.
Yep. Tulin says, I think Cody Epps is a toss-up for transfer portal as well as stock shot up. I don't think he'll transfer. I think he knows if he comes back, he's the number 1 receiver on a pass-heavy team.
Playing quarterback?
Yeah, well, I think that's a big deal. I think transfer portal business at BYU has to pick up significantly. Does that happen? I don't know. I mean, Christopher Brooks is a great example of that. I mean, you have to go in and you got to make a decision on Jacob Conover.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you know who he is yet.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to figure something out.
Because you don't trust him certainly to throw the football. Jeremy Bolton says, just tweeted you a picture of Caruso getting arrested. So typical. Well, there you go. There's the picture of Caruso getting arrested. Now, here's the thing about this picture, and this is a strong contender to win the hour. Number 1, it's Caruso.
Right.
Which is a huge thing on this show. Number 2, the show's on in the background.
Yeah.
And number 3, it's Jeremy Bolton.
Yeah.
An all-timer, a Hall of Famer.
An absolute juggernaut on the show.
The mayor of Monty Town.
Yes.
So, I mean, this is a strong contender.
Absolutely.
And with 12 minutes to go here.
Yeah, still time. Still got plenty of time.
I mean, I think Jeremy Bolton may be in the lead.
Don't panic. Run your offense.
Yeah, don't panic. Exactly right. Run your offense.
Don't play hero ball, Donnie. Run your offense. Like, let's go.
Run your offense. Let's try. There we go. Okay, so there's the photo.
Yeah.
Raphael.
Yep.
And then this one with Alvarez, dude.
Man, dude.
It's tough. You guys are doing a really good job. And again, if you're just tuning in, we're giving away $100 gift cards to Amazon every hour on the show today.
Yeah.
We've given away 2 just because Justin Salas went so far and above with his effort today.
Yeah.
That it's awfully difficult. I mean, his first entry was amazing.
Yeah.
His first entry was baby wearing a casual shirt, like, okay. But his second entry was, okay, if that's not good enough, let me get in the shower with the casual shirt on.
Excellent strategy, sir.
I mean, it's everything that you want.
Yeah.
So he just got an auto bid to the Amazon gift card.
Yeah.
Our first hour winner was Steven Lopez, built Ford Tough. Okay, like
just a great picture.
Just a great picture. It's everything that you want. The guy is out kicking ass in the world, working hard, and it just so happens he actually drives a Ford pickup truck. So that's, welcome. But you're getting everybody in. You're getting everybody in. Right now, I do think Jeremy Bolton shot up the leaderboard.
Yes.
But I think if I'm leaning, I'm still right here because it's Raphael with the show on the crib at the crib.
Yeah.
While he has a binky in his mouth.
Yeah. The binky is what puts you into the top.
The binky puts it over the top. But the Caruso arrest is so good. What
I like about this picture too, not even that the show's on in the background, right? Because that's a prerequisite. You got to have the show on, right? The lean.
Yeah.
This is like you're getting arrested on a cop car and you've got the lean going on. That's what I love about it.
But Bolton's a little too comfortable getting cuffed.
Yeah.
So is this cosplay for you? Like, what are we talking about here, Bolton?
No, I guess not.
It's amazing. So I think it's close.
I'm going. I like Alvarez's a lot.
Tom says I want that shirt. New shirts are coming. Riley O'Brien says a staple of the program is Jeremy Bolton.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I agree.
Absolutely. Ron Nolan says he's in the shower because his baby puked on his shirt. Probably. Jeremy says it's because I've practiced hiding my stash for years.
Well, like, come on.
You gotta love it. Greg Hawkins is in. Another Hall of Famer. What's up?
Now we got some heavy hitters coming into the chat.
So again, football at 50 and 60 seconds. But having said that, again, I just want to explain. We're giving away $100 Amazon gift cards every hour on the show today. All you have to do is tweet us a picture of yourself. But I'm warning you now that the competition is stiff. And
see, look what Raphael's doing. Look what my guy's doing now. He's playing on the heartstrings now. I love this.
He is.
I love this.
And this is his stand. He's like, it's not good enough that I had the crib at the crib.
Yeah, and the binky in, and
it's not good enough.
Yeah.
Now, what Raphael has done is he has added the baby is watching the show.
It's all part of the plan.
With the binky in, so now we're getting generational binky usage and also converting babies into Monty Show fans.
Hey, look here, man.
So, I mean, when we're building generational listenership, it's hard to ignore that. But again, Caruso, the pot smoker, getting arrested at the supposed airport while watching the show. By the way, I yelled at Caruso last night from my third row seat, and he looked over at me, and I felt it. I felt it move.
Well,
it moved a little. So, I mean, anytime that you yell at Alex Caruso and he turns and you lock eyes, I was more hoping for dilly dilly, but
dilly dilly,
dilly dilly. Anytime that Caruso looks you in the face,
dilly dilly.
Oh my God, what are we even talking about here? But the Caruso arrest photo is pretty strong.
Yeah,
pretty strong.
It is.
So Rec One still wants to know, where is the Tanner picture?
Yeah. I mean, how is it that Tanner misses the days every single time he misses?
I don't know how he chooses his days. Guys, you can't miss the show. You have to watch the show every show.
You do. I mean,
because when you take shows off, this is the consequences of taking shows off.
I'm going to get medieval on your ass.
You can't do it. And Tanner, this is karma. We had a bot in there. By the way, can I just say we don't use Telegraph or Telegram or we don't use any messaging. We're never going to DM you anywhere.
Oh, my God, just like that.
Somebody was like, oh, hey, message me on Telegram. You won. We don't use Telegram.
Yeah.
You know how to get in touch with us.
Come on.
Are you kidding me? I don't know where Tanner is. Jeremy Bolton says, of course, Caruso looked at you. He's not paying attention to the game. Dude, he was pretty good last night.
He was, actually.
He was really good. Nye Guy says, Tanner is getting permission from his mama. Ouch.
What would I do without you?
Tom says Tanner is trying to decide if his picture soaking is appropriate. Bro, I think if Buddy
rolls out a super soaker gun on a bed, he instantly wins.
He wins all the gift cards.
Dude, that would be a true turn of events.
That would be amazing. Football 50, 10 of the hour, every hour on the Monty Show is presented by Papa Murphy's Pizza. Papa Murphy's Pizza. Use the promo code Monty25 in the Papa Murphy's app. Download the app. It's so easy to use to order your pizza at Papa Murphy's Pizza. So, yeah, you've got about 6 minutes before we announce the winner of hour number 2. And then, of course, we will have another winner in hour number 3. We're giving away those $100 gift cards on the show today. This situation with Deshaun Watson is a big deal. I think Deshaun is a guy that you guys know has had major issues. Well, Deshaun Watson's back with the Cleveland Browns, fully reinstated, activated. He will start at quarterback as the Cleveland Browns head to Houston to take on the Texans. Was it accidental that this is the game that...
No. Hell no.
They brought him up. You say, hell no.
Hell no. You're telling me that you took 8 weeks or whatever it was to figure out what his discipline was going to be, only to have that discipline be a scenario where he comes back in his first game against the Texans. We get it. It's an entertainment product. You know, dilly. We get it, right? Like, come on, bro. We get it. So to me, it's just such a sham. Like, to me, this guy shouldn't be playing football this year. And admittedly, before all these allegations and all this trouble came out, he was one of my favorite quarterbacks. Did we all forget about his press conferences talking about 2 high safeties and breaking down the game?
But dude, it's been 700 days.
Yeah, well, that's
since,
the price
as you
you
like
pay.
to call people, since Buddy played in the NFL.
It's been 700 days since Buddy got accused of bringing masseuses into hotel rooms and using a washcloth to cover himself. Yeah, 700 days probably wasn't enough.
I just go back to what I said before. That discipline in the NFL is not level. It's not equal. There's no standard. He should have been suspended for the year.
And no, I don't want to hear about retroactive last year. I don't want to hear about that.
By the way.
Like, come on.
By the way, college football playoff rankings announced tonight. If USC's not number 4, there is no justice in the world. And if you're a Utah fan, to have the opportunity to knock USC out of the college football playoff
doesn't get any better.
It does not. And again, my only question is, what version of Cam Rising do we get Friday night in Las Vegas at Allegiant Stadium for the Pac-12 championship game? Because Cam Rising is going to win or lose you this game. You know the defense is going to be there. It's Kyle Whittingham. They're going to be there. But they have the Heisman Trophy winner in waiting in Caleb Williams on the other side of the football. Cam Rising has to be USC Cam. He has to be that same guy. And the only thing that scares you is we're going to score 83 points combined in this game again.
Yep.
USC is going to win.
Yeah.
USC is going to win. Now, Dye's out for the year, obviously, with the shredded leg, and they've got some injuries. They're not the same team, but neither is Utah been the same team. With Tavion walking out the door and going on to the next level, and hey, thanks for everything. I think this is going to be...
Does it bother you? Like,
it does.
Is it low cash?
Tavion Thomas?
As a running back not to play in the bowl game.
Well, this isn't the bowl game. This is a conference championship
the conference
game.
championship, yeah.
What I would say about Tavion is that I know he's had issues off the field. I'm not going to rip Tavion Thomas. His personal life has been difficult the last year. I get it. This team stood by him. Regardless of what the issues were off the field, this team stood by him.
Yeah.
I think he owed them better.
Agreed.
And I think walking out the door when you're headed to Vegas to play for a conference championship, for back-to-back trips to the Rose Bowl, for back-to-back conference championships, I don't know what you were thinking there, dude.
Yeah, it seems like
I don't know.
Seems like leaving the program at bad times is kind of a theme for Utah at this point.
So we're also saying program for Utah now.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not program anymore. Now Utah is a program.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, Coach Saban.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Make sure you get with the program. Use the promo code Monty25 to get 25% off your purchase of $25 or more at Papa Murphy's Pizza.
Papa Murphy's presents How to Change the Way You Pizza. Step 1, carefully knead dough. Step 2, artfully spread sauce. Step 3, add fresh mozzarella and assemble toppings. Step 4, realize we already did all that for you, so all you have to do is bake it. For a limited time only, get the Hog Heaven Pizza with Canadian bacon, ground sausage, and crispy bacon. Papa Murphy's, change the way you pizza.
Indeedy do. Use the promo code Monty25. Download the Papa Murphy's app. Super easy. Order at 9 a.m. for a 5 o'clock pickup. You walk in the door at 5 o'clock. Obviously, you're getting 2 pizzas, duh.
Yeah.
But get the take and bake chocolate chip cookies. Use the promo code Monty25. Save 25% off your purchase of $25 or more. And it'll be sitting there on the rack at 5 o'clock waiting for you to walk in the door and pick it up. Take it home. It's amazing. It's Papa Murphy's Pizza. The Monty Show, as always, is presented by the Advocates, UtahAdvocates.com. It's snowing outside, guys. I'm telling you. Be careful driving, and if somebody hits you because they were not as careful as you, make sure that you get to UtahAdvocates.com. Speaking of which, let's get our good friend from the Advocates, Alan Tucker, on the show. Alan, good to see you. Hey, I know you're a Ute fan. We were just talking about Tavion walking away from the program. How you feeling about your game on Friday?
You know, I'm always a little nervous. Utah looked great against USC, at least in the second half earlier this year, but like you were saying before you took the break, neither team's really the same team right now at this point in the season. So, you know, I'm always a little bit nervous, especially going up against a team you've already beat once, a very high caliber team. It's always difficult to get that second win in the season.
Yeah, and I think, you know, the interesting thing is anytime you have a game like, and listen, Cam Rising's been a special quarterback. I don't have to tell you that. Alan Tucker with the Advocates joins us on the show. But, Cam's had a great career. He has been such a leader over the last 2 years. I just don't know, how does he replicate that performance against USC? I think 42, 41 or whatever it was. They scored 80-plus points combined. I don't know how he does that again.
Yeah, I'm nervous about it, but he showed up at the end of the game against USC last time. You can't fault that kid for not having enough guts. The way that they went for 2 point, it's a 2-point conversion at the end of that first game, and I mean, he put the team on his shoulders and won the game for him. So, I wouldn't be shocked to see him do it again. He's definitely got that talent.
Yep, totally agree. And that's why it was so disappointing. The bad throws against Oregon. That game's going to sit with me for a while because I think the Utes should have beat Oregon.
Yeah, absolutely. They had every opportunity that they could have ever asked for to pull that game out. And you're right. I mean, Cam just made a few poor choices or poor throws, and I mean, it cost him.
Now, a poor choice in life would be trusting your insurance company. I say this all the time on the show, and it is the number one question. And a lot of people ask me about the Advocates. A lot of people ask me about, why are you talking about, like, my insurance company? I pay them every month. Am I wrong when I say that your insurance company has all those lawyers? When you get in an accident, you should have a lawyer. You should go to the Advocates. Is it as simple as saying, well, I can trust my insurance company?
No, absolutely. It's not that simple, right? Your own insurance company is only going to be there to help you if you're the one that caused the accident, right? Like if you're not the one that caused the accident, you're dependent upon the other individual's insurance. Hopefully they have insurance. Most drivers in Utah do, but if they don't, you're kind of just out of luck to say the least. But if they do, you're really left depending on their insurance and hoping that they're going to look out for your best interest, which we all know that you're not even the one paying them your premiums. That's the other driver they hit you. So they certainly don't have your best interest at hand. I don't know if you can hear my baby in the background. Hopefully not.
That's all good.
She decided to wake up and come downstairs. But
how dare you have a life, Alan? What are you doing? No, absolutely. Alan Tucker with the Advocates joins us, UtahAdvocates.com. And the other thing I think that you touched on there that I think is hard for a lot of people to grasp is why, everybody's like, well, are we suing the driver? Are we suing the insurance company? And you're a litigator. You're a guy that actually goes to court. Like, what is that process like?
Yeah. So in Utah, as in, I assume most states in America, the laws are really heavily in favor of insurance companies. They got all the lobbying power that they could ask for. So when you're hit by another driver, even though their insurance company is the one that's paying for their attorney, they're ultimately going to be paying any settlement or any jury verdict or anything like that. You were required to actually sue the driver that hit you. And so it's you against them. That person likely has no idea that they're even in a lawsuit, at least not until about, halfway through when they get a deposition taken or something like that. So it's really tough because, I'd love to be able to walk into a courtroom and say, hey, we're not trying to say that this guy over here is a bad guy. We're just trying to say his insurance company needs to pay for my client's medical bills and his pain and suffering. But we can't do that. We can't even mention the word insurance in trial. So,
oh, wow.
you know, the laws are very heavily stacked in favor of the insurance companies. But just know, you know, if we're going to trial on a case, if we're suing somebody, we're not trying to put that person out of business. We're not trying to put that person, you know, out on the streets. It's because they have insurance. The insurance is paying for their attorney. They're paying all the costs of everything. And we're just trying to get what's right for our clients based on the coverage that the driver that hit them has.
Yeah, and I think, you know, that what comes to mind there is it's a very personal, impersonal business. You know, when you get in car accidents, you don't think about the fact that, hey, you're going to have medical bills. Maybe you can't work. Like, it can change your life. And one of the things I think, and I've known Matt Driggs and the guys at the Advocates for 10 years, and one of the things that has always stood out to me about you guys is that you get that. You have empathy, which I think is such a big deal. Because when you get in those situations, when somebody calls you guys, could be the worst day of their life. You don't have answers. You don't have directions. And that's where you guys step in on behalf of your clients, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like you said, it really is a difficult time in somebody's life. And it's kind of, for most people that we deal with, it's the first time they've ever been involved in an accident. So they really just don't know what to do. So you combine that with all the stresses of medical bills piling up, being out of work for, you know, however long somebody might be out of work because of their injuries. And like you said, it really is just a very stressful time. And that's where we come in. Here, I'm going to just pop this little girl up here on the screen with me for a second.
Hey, look at that.
But that's where we step in as injury attorneys. That's what we do for a living. That's what we do day in and day out is, you know, we navigate this personal injury world. So we've got that experience both with the attorneys and with our amazing staff.
Yes.
That know how to navigate every little step of the way to make sure that you get what's fair for you and your case doesn't just kind of get lost along the way.
Man, it's so funny listening to you. Obviously, I mean, you're such a pro, dude. And I think people don't realize what goes into days like that because we all leave the house. I was watching a video this morning, Alan, not that you probably care about that, but the guy was talking about the fact that, hey, we leave the house and we just assume that we're going to come back in the front door and we're going to have dinner and say hi to, look at your beautiful kid there. Like, it's snowing today. The roads are icy. Like, it's days like today that change people's lives. So if somebody gets in an accident, what should they do? What is the right way to reach out to you guys? What does that process look like?
Yeah. So the first step that I always give is always, even if it's a minor accident, always make sure that you call the police and at least get a report done, right? After that, you know, make sure you can call the advocates. You can reach us online, over the phone. I'm sure, you know, you can see our logo up there in the top part of your screen here. But you can call us 801-355-5550. You can find us online. We've got a chat feature. If you don't feel like picking up the phone and calling, you can just go on the website. You can type your questions in right there. An actual attorney will actually be the one responding to you. It's not a bot. It's not just somebody that we outsource out somewhere else. It's one of our attorneys will actually get back to you. So there's all sorts of ways that you can get a hold of us. We'll come meet with you if you're not able to come into our office. We try to make it as easy as possible for those, you know, like we said, going through a very stressful time.
Yep. Hey, so before I let you go, Alan, win or lose, Friday in Las Vegas, Utes, USC, Pac-12 championship, do the Utes win?
You know, I can't doubt it. They've done it once. I know I said it's tough to get that second win, but I can't doubt them. I'm going to say the Utes we'll give them 3 points.
Wow. I like it. There you go. Alan, good to see you, man. Really appreciate you making time this morning. Obviously, congratulations on your beautiful girl there, and let's do it again soon. Good to see you.
Sounds good. Thanks, my man. Take care, Monty.
See you later, man. That's Alan Tucker, and that's what I like, you know. And guys, I know that we don't do that often. We don't put our clients on the show often. On a day like this where there's a ton of snow on the road and, you know, conditions on the road are less than ideal, man, I'm telling you, you've got to know what to do. If you get in an accident, I agree 100%, call the cops. If you're in a serious accident, you've got to be represented, and I'm telling you, the best representation in the business is the Advocates, UtahAdvocates.com. And it's guys like Alan that are you're going to deal with a guy like that. He's a litigator. He's a guy that goes to court. He fights for your rights. He fights to get you back together. That's just such a huge deal when you get in an accident on a day like this. So,
okay. Can I jump in real quick?
No.
Something's happened on Twitter.
Oh, God.
Tanner is here.
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 Look at the mentions blowing up. What happened?
Dude, you did an interview, and Tanner has showed up.
Tanner on the train!
On the train! While you're interviewing
Let's
the
go! Dude. Okay, I got to save that.
Yeah, this is incredible. This is incredible right here.
Did he swoop in? Did he
Look
swoop
at all
in?
the pictures.
Look at all the pictures.
This is wow.
Look
at
at Maples. Oh my God. Maples with the you guys. Oh my God, you're amazing.
Now the hour's heating up. 8 o'clock hour is getting hot now. You know what I mean? And by the way, we didn't. Did we announce the?
We did not, and we need to.
We need to.
Oh my God. Look at Gage Carter blowing up balloons. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, making cookies. Are you kidding? McKinley Cutler making cookies.
Do you work at Snowbird or are you just wearing the hat?
That's unbelievable.
Dude.
I got to upload. Okay, you guys.
So we got to round up.
So Tanner is here.
Tanner's here.
See, you get talking to a guy like the guys at the Advocates and you're just like, okay, but then Tanner shows up.
Yes.
Where's Tanner's picture? There it is right there. Look at this picture.
This thing's a thing of beauty.
Look at this picture from Tanner. Let me get McKinley in here too. Okay. Look at this picture from Tanner.
Boom. Boom.
Let me get the graphic.
Get the banner out of there. There you go.
Look at the picture of Tanner on the train.
Yes.
On the train.
Yes.
Okay, so let's backtrack. Where are we going for the 7 o'clock $100?
My vote is Alvarez.
Your vote is Alvarez.
My vote is Alvarez. I think I love all the mentions. One. That's my vote, but you're the final decision maker. Alvarez
or Raphael?
The baby is so cute.
Oh, the baby's beautiful. Jeez Louise. You know, Raphael's nothing to look at. But, you know, I'm totally kidding. I think I gotta go with the crib at the crib.
Okay.
I gotta go with Raphael.
Okay, great.
And Alvarez, dude, you're like.
But the problem is, he can still be a contender. He can still be a contender.
But now, how do you not give it to Tanner on the train?
Wow.
Tanner, I think. Oh man, Tanner and Alvarez are really close.
Yeah.
But Raphael, I gotta go crib in the crib. Raphael,
crib, bro.
With the crib in the crib. Raphael wins hour number 2, the 7 o'clock hour. Dilly, baby. Raphael wins the $100 Amazon gift card in hour number 2. So we had Built Ford Tough, there it is. Steven Lopez won hour number 1.
Yep.
With Built Ford Tough.
Dilly.
Raphael with the crib in the crib wins hour number 2.
Dilly.
And just because we were feeling generous, where is Solace in all of this? Where's the Solace picture?
Right there. Scroll up a little bit.
Solace shower. There it is, right there. Solace in the shower. So we've given away $300.
Yes.
Dilly.
Alvarez, you're
strong contender still. He's in the mix.
Strong contender.
He's in the mix.
Tanner, that was
Very
good.
much in the mix.
Then there's McKinley.
Love this. This is great.
Wearing a snowbird hat.
Yeah. I need to know more about this. Where do you work? What kind of cookies are they?
Why are you bribing the fat man with cookies?
Yeah.
That's what this is. He's bribing the fat man with cookies.
Yeah, he is.
That's what this is. That is exactly what this is.
He's on that first team all Zion diet. You know what I mean?
But then there's Mike Maples.
And this is original. I like this one a lot.
Maples comes back in strong.
Yeah, I like this one.
And he's got the dog. He's got the BYU hat, I think. He does.
Yeah, BYU hat. Yeah.
And then he's got the show on the car that he brushed off with snow.
Yep.
Like, how do you beat that?
It's really well done, dude.
How do you beat that?
It's well done.
This is quintessential Super Soaker.
Yeah.
This is Tanner. This is the train. Not only is it the train, but you have dude with a walker on the train.
Yes.
You've got Tanner watching the show and I think doing his homework.
Yeah, he's doing. So the tweet said the Monty Show or homework, and that's why
the Monty Show.
That's why he's got the see right there. That's why he has them both up.
It's got to be. It's absolutely got to be. There's the Nye Guy. What's up, Nye Guy? And the Nye Guy's got an Ireland shirt on. He's got an Ireland shirt on.
Yeah.
Oh wow! And the Nye Guy does not use. He does not use Twitter on a regular basis. I don't know why. I think his picture is too small. It won't let me upload it. But that's the story of Nye Guy's life. It's too small. Anyway, the point. Nothing?
Wow.
No, nobody? Nothing?
Wow.
Apologize to that man.
Wow. Man. Amazing. Let's see.
What do we got here?
Jeremy Bolton says, hey, now, do I have to up my Caruso game? Time to call in the real cops.
Uh-oh.
Well, I mean...
Mayor of Monty Town stepping his game up here.
But you do have Jeremy Bolton with the Caruso arrest photo.
Okay, so here are the contenders. We've got Alvarez as a contender, right, with the Christmas tree from last hour.
I think this is in the lead. If it's not, it's close.
Strong contender, if not the leader. Then we've got Caruso getting arrested for pot, leaning over whatever the desk, the cop car.
Yes.
Then we've got Tanner, right? Tanner
on the train,
showing us he's watching the interview with the advocates and doing homework. Totally respect it.
And then you've got Maples shoveling snow.
Yeah.
And he's got the show on the trunk.
Yes. It's really well done. Yeah.
And some would say that's called junk in the trunk. He said, I shoveled all 6 driveways on this National Day of Giving.
Oh, see, now that's nice of you, bro.
Dude.
That's nice of you, bro. That's really nice of you.
Pull at the heartstrings.
Yeah.
Tom says Bolton makes a good point. He hasn't even been considered.
What do you mean?
He's been considered.
We're sitting here talking about how him getting,
I mean, there's the Bolton photo.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Bolton's been considered. Talking with Raphael podcast said that's what she said. Thank you. Thank you. The Nye guy says you got to play with what you got.
Wow.
That's my guy. I love that. I love that.
This is a family show,
Duck
sir.
season's back. Duck season's back.
He's back. Bro, where were you yesterday, my guy?
Yeah. What happened?
Where were you?
Bro.
Dude.
So, did you talk to Dennis Dixon? I mean, did you talk to what about Marcus Mariota? Did you talk to Marcus? But Bo Nix is he's ever, like the best, like ever. I mean, it's Bo Nix, dude. You can't lose. It's Bo Nix. You're not losing.
Dilly.
It's Bo Nix. Dilly, bruh. You're never going to lose with Dennis Dixon or Marcus Mariota. And, it's Bo Nix. And you still lost because Oregon sucks.
That's right, T.
They don't suck. But, I mean, you were so sure. And look, Duck season.
I love it. Look at him staying on brand. See, this may be one of his best comments right here. He stays right on brand. Poverty University. Enjoy taking your L. He stays on brand.
We can't all have Phil Knight's money.
Yeah. No. I
mean, I contribute to Oregon because I buy Nikes what feels like every day.
Yeah.
But what happened? Duck season, you're among friends here. That's a lie.
Tricky T with another entry on Twitter.
But Duck season, wait, we've got to focus on Duck season. My man is hurting. It is. Oh, that's a good entry, too. He's got the snow in the background.
With the clouds and the houses.
But Duck season, I mean, I've got to understand your pain, man. I know it must be crushing to know that, as usual, and I know you're used to it by now, but it's got to be crushing to know that Oregon football's irrelevant. Nobody cares about you. You or Oregon football. But no, that's not really the point. Anyway, the point is, nobody cares about Oregon. Yeah, that's where nobody cares about it.
Me?
You lost. You came in here. You talked a bunch of crap. We're the greatest team ever.
Poverty University.
Oh my God, we beat Utah. You guys suck. And then you went to Corvallis like we told you would, and you died.
You're the weakest of the weak.
Like they had 12 gauges just waiting in just shot them ducks out the sky.
Uh-huh.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Foie gras and stuff. Do you know what foie gras is?
No.
I didn't think so. But the point is, nobody cares about Oregon.
Yeah.
Nobody. You're irrelevant. Again, as per usual.
Now, do you want to win an Amazon gift card?
No. Even if he won, he would lose. And we know Oregon never wins anything of consequence.
Well, now that Oregon's a poverty university,
I mean, if you want to enter,
yeah.
I mean, you can. But, I mean, without, let's be honest.
This is what I'll say.
There's Tanner's second
picture. If you enter a
picture
picture that says Utah is better than Oregon, we'll put you in the mix to win.
No, we won't. I mean, we could, I guess. He also says no one cares about Utah or Utah Jazz basketball or BYU football.
Wow, bro.
See what you do to me, dude?
Hey guys.
Or BYU football or any sport in the state of Utah. We own the state of Utah. Well, actually, technically, I don't believe, and I could be wrong.
Wait, is Oregon in the championship game? Because I thought that Utah.
Yeah, I don't know. I let me check. I mean, it's ESPN. They could have an error, but I thought I read this morning. And again, duck season. If I'm wrong, let me know. Let me know. It's never happened, but you let me know if I'm wrong. I thought I read at ESPN.com.
Just ESPN. I mean, it's not like they're
that USC was a 2.5-point favorite against Utah. Now, and maybe he'll show up. Maybe he'll show up. I don't think that Dennis Dixon's going to be in Las Vegas this weekend, right? Because the Ducks aren't.
No, he is. Because he's got to place his bet on Utah USC, and then he's going to, you know what I mean?
Right.
So he'll be there, but he won't be there.
I don't believe. Now, I'm just going to. With all due respect, Duck season, I'm going to ride with the ESPN on this. Yeah, I'm not going to take your word for it that you own the state of Utah. Because again, I think, and I'm no constitutional scholar, but I believe in the Constitution. The people of the state of Utah own the state of Utah.
Yeah.
They may have done like some constitutional amendment that said Phil Knight now owns the state of Utah. I haven't seen that. But again, and I vote, I don't remember seeing it on the ballot, where they said that Phil Knight owns this because he owns Oregon. Let's be like, he's the coach and the president and stuff. Like, I mean, the paint splatter uniforms, right? Like, I mean, he owns the state of Oregon.
Right.
And the militias and all that shit. Like, he owns the state of...
Where's the Italian?
But I don't remember voting no on the referendum for Oregon to own Utah. I'm sure it was on the ballot at some point. Maybe I missed it. I'm older now.
Well, and you have a poverty university.
Yeah, and we don't have any money in the state of Utah.
Right.
We're poor, as you keep saying. So we can't read or nothing. We're not educated or anything.
Right.
But I don't remember seeing that on the ballot.
Are people Myron?
And I again, I could be wrong. I'm no constitutional scholar.
Right.
But when you sell the state of Utah to Phil Knight, I would think that would take a ballot measure.
It's sort of a natural reflex.
I could be wrong. And again, I'm open to the idea I could be wrong.
Yeah,
I generally read the constitutional amendments.
Right.
And stuff, like, and things. So,
yeah,
I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Duck season says, the refs can't save you this week against USC. So they saved Utah last week? Or what? They saved Oregon. They saved Washington again. Or was it Oregon? They saved Oregon State.
Oh, man.
I've lost count of your losses now. Because you lost.
Like to be.
You choked on a D and lost to Washington.
I'm sorry. This is a family show.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's a family program.
I mean, D's nuts. But my point is, you lost to Washington.
We're getting somewhere.
And then you went to Research Stadium, which, and again, I know you know everything, Duck season, because you tell us that all the time. And I'm starting to buy into this now. I mean, you knew that Oregon owned Utah, and I didn't know that. I didn't realize this was a land grant state.
When you ask them that question, you may get a very unusual answer.
But you may know this already. But Research Stadium is half empty because it's under construction. So the place was only half full.
So I said, yeah.
And they still beat the crap out of Oregon. You realize, and again, I get it, ayahuasca and shit, I get it. But you realize that you didn't beat Oregon State, right? And if you want to go to Vegas, go, my man. Like, it's a free country unless you're Utah because you're owned by Oregon. But it's a free country. If you want to go and you want to, head out to Vegas, I mean, fly your ducky wings and stuff. It's cool.
Ducky wings.
Yeah,
let's go, Schlep Rock.
Yeah, it's cool. Wear your Oregon, your terrible, ugly, awful Oregon gear to Allegiant Stadium and see how that turns out for you.
Final.
And then I want you to report back on the show on Monday and let us know how Oregon did in the Pac-12 championship game.
Back is broken.
Let us know, man.
I broke my back.
And I think I speak for everybody on the show, and I could be wrong. And you guys let me know if I've gone over the line here. I think I speak for everybody here when I say, hey, bro, we're all rooting for you. We are all rooting for you this weekend to, win the Pac-12 championship game. We're rooting for you.
Congratulations, but that's bullshit.
You know, from my family to, well, you know, we're all amongst friends here except you.
Obviously not.
You know.
Good talk.
The refs saved you against USC. No Cam Rising saved us against USC. You know. Ron Nowlin says the Ducks do own the highlighter unis. Well,
you know.
Boyd Lake says, for a Ducks fan, you seem to love some Trojans. I would agree. Well, see, when you're a Ducks fan, you know, you need a Trojan. Because you're always getting screwed by yourself.
Oh, my God, just like that. Oh.
You guys never, Ducks season, just you, look, hey, man, just you and me. Nobody else can hear this. It's just you and me. You realize you guys never win anything.
Dilly.
I mean, I'm serious. You guys never win anything. You suck at basketball. You're not good at football. Oh, my Bo hit. How did that work out? Oh, but he was injured. Look, Bo hurt his knee. Right? Your mom. We get it. But you guys never win anything.
This place is empty.
You're good at track.
Empty. The opposite of full.
But I thought and here's the real truth. You guys are in the Big Ten championship right now, right? Oh, wait, they don't want you either. Nobody likes you.
No, but I will with your wife.
I mean, I'm just throwing it out here, man. It's what I do. Tanner says, Duck season, answer me this. What happened against Oregon State? Yeah, you guys lost.
Yeah, you can't listen, Duck season. You're not going to get a free pass here. You can't come into this show and comment like you have and then not be accountable to your crap.
Duck season says, Boyd Lake, I'd rather see a real team win the Pac-12 challenge.
What's the Pac-12 challenge,
Is
bro?
that where you try to find a commissioner who knows how to commission and then you like try to get on as a streaming conference? Is that what that is?
I guess not.
Because you guys tried to go to the Big Ten and they said no. Not yet. You're not good enough. If you'd have beaten Washington or Oregon State, we would have taken you, but you choked again, like you usually do.
It's really
to win the Pac-12 challenge. Is that like the Conference of Champions, Bill Walton stuff? Is that what the challenge is? And go to the playoffs rather than a fraud university that got lucky. 48-17 easy win for the Trojans. Okay. But wait, I thought Utah wasn't in the Pac-12 championship because you guys own the state of Utah.
It's a poverty university.
Can't you guys just replace the voters and stuff? Stop the steal. Tanner Plummer, our special teams sold. That's why. They sold what? The state of Utah? I thought you guys still owned it. Duck Season also says, does the state of Utah ever win anything? Yeah, we won the Pac-12 championship last year.
Oh, so now we've graduated from a poverty school to a poverty state. Okay.
So Utah, the Utes, I don't know. And again, look, I understand it. You're busy with your militia stuff in the woods and crap. I get it.
He's an assassin.
You know that Utah won the Pac-12 championship last year. Were you guys playing the Pac-12 championship against Georgia this year?
On to Cincinnati.
You were confused. That's why you got it handed to you. You guys are terrible. Overrated. Lanning's for president. You know. He also says, Tanner Plummer, no Oregon State deserved that win. They came back and won. Yeah, you guys, Duck season, you guys totally choked. It was fun to watch.
Too bad.
Not too bad. I actually really enjoyed it. Riley O'Brien says, LMFAO, Jake, I audibly laughed at that trio of Mike Tyson drops. Timing was perfect. Spinal, I broke my back. My back is broken. Exactly. Exactly right.
Oh, man.
Brett Burnett says, I like duck. Tastes like chicken. I've heard that about you. You know. That's what's great about this show. That's what's great about the show. Talking with Raphael gives us a World Cup score update and says that Netherlands won, Qatar nothing. Skeet says duck season time. Okay, no, we're not going to read that one. Honestly, duck season, Oregon's special team is better than the Philadelphia Eagles special teams. Don't say nice things about Oregon.
Yeah.
We don't do that here. We have no pro teams here in Cali. Can we talk about Justin Herbert, Monty? Yeah, I mean, listen, if we're being honest, Justin Herbert's really good. He is. He's really good. Duck season has a score prediction, everybody. Utah 0, USC 41. Sounds likely. Sounds likely in the Pac-12. You mean in the Pac-12 championship game that Oregon's not in, right?
Heineken and B12.
That's what you're talking about? In Las Vegas, where you're not going to be. Neville93 says, Real Salt Lake has a championship. Tell that guy so he can shut up. Hey, by the way, Real's got a championship, so shut up, duck season. All right, 8:30. It's 8:30 already.
Yeah.
And duck season, tweet us a picture. By the way,
come on.
Oh, wow. BB, is that a picture? What is that a picture of?
Oh.
Is that like a...
Did dude just... Is that like...
This is a video. I don't know what that's a picture. BB, I'm scared of that picture. I don't know what that is. World Cup and Monty Show.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's a nice little setup there.
Yeah, it's the crib at the crib, man. I'm telling you, he's got the phone on the laptop. It's amazing. But yeah, okay. So to reset the show, hey, let's go. Fat Jesus. What is that? He's eating early California sliced. Are those olives? Blue cheese and a hot dog sandwich.
Who the hell do you think you are coming here with serious? Olives, blue cheese, and a hot dog?
But you're missing the lead. Oh my God.
What am I missing? Quick Quack.
No. Oh, replace. Yes. You're missing the lead.
What am I missing?
You're not actually. I missed that lead. Let me hold on. I'm coming. That's what she said.
Wow. This is a family program.
Look at this. Okay.
Boom.
So what do you notice here? Let's break down the the awesomeness
watching
of this.
Film with Monty.
Here's the awesomeness of this. Olives in the early California can, blue cheese, and a hot dog sandwich down the street from Jack in the Box and in the Quick Quack parking lot.
Damn. That's a new record.
I don't know how that's not
dude.
A winner right now.
Yeah, that's a new
unbelievable.
Record, it's a new record. That's a strong contender, bro.
It is, again, olives on the show. Nobody likes Satan's giblets.
Yeah.
Blue cheese, disgusting.
Yeah.
Hot dog sandwiches, absolutely.
Yes.
Jack in the Box and Quick Quack.
How about that?
It's over.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess, I don't know.
You've got 29 minutes to try and trump that. And all I have to say is good luck.
Yeah, good luck, bro.
Good luck.
That's
because Tanner, bro, I love you. And this was amazing.
You're going to have, Tanner, you got to show your face at a minimum. Like this is true commitment.
This is over the top.
Yeah.
This is to have olives, blue cheese, a hot dog sandwich, Jack in the Box, and a sponsor, Quick Quack.
That motherfucker don't miss.
Anytime you can have a sponsor and Quick Quack in there.
Really well done, dude. Really well done.
Good luck. Good. We should just give it to him now.
Just really well done.
Like, that's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. So good luck with that. Duck season. Tanner, Plumber, they won't win. I will donate $100 if they win.
Oh, please. Please.
Okay. Lopes Fan Game says, give him the Xbox.
Hey, guys.
That is one of the single greatest.
That is a GOAT picture right there. Seriously. I'm not even trying to shine you. That is some of the best work that I've seen on this show. I mean, the Solace shower picture is really good. I still maintain the Alvarez picture was bomb. Bolton getting arrested was great.
The Bolton arrest picture is the Bolton arrest. Oh,
what's going on
Look
here?
at Travis Bird.
What the hell is this?
Look at Travis Bird. What?
Dude, this is some Big Daddy Magic vibes right here.
Look at Travis Bird.
Bro, who?
Oh my God, you guys.
What the hell?
We're going, if you've eaten breakfast recently, you should probably, be careful with this photo.
Bro.
Where is Bird? Oh my God. So you remember that Big Daddy Magic Travis Bird rolled in here and said, well, I was with all these chicks at the game and my driver and we were, was he telling the truth?
Yeah, apparently
Are
he
you
was.
Big Daddy Magic coming through?
How about that?
He's got all the chicks and a driver and he's representing the Buffalo Bills.
Dude.
How?
No,
that ain't this. That ain't this, but it's that.
Yes.
Big Daddy Magic. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable.
That's a clutch pull.
That
dude.
is one of the greatest. one of the greatest photos in the history of the Monty Show.
Yeah. I mean, I'm impressed. Like, honestly, I am very impressed.
That's unbelievable. You guys, these submissions are amazing. That is. Oh, look at Seth. Look at. Oh my, you guys are crazy. And I apologize if I have missed some submissions while lighting up duck season. You have to understand that happens during duck season.
She took offense.
Wow. Look at my guy Seth.
Look at Seth.
It's 12 degrees.
Dude.
It's 12 degrees in North Dakota. And this dude hit us with a picture.
Seth, I appreciate you, bro. Seriously.
Seth, that's unbelievable, dude.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Do you know the oil? And I'm guessing that's in the oil fields.
It is. It's in Bacon, of North Dakota.
Do you guys know the hard work that goes into that?
Dude.
My God, you guys. That's awesome. Seth, you are the man. Let's see. Lopes fan Gabe says, cumulative age of those girls isn't 21. Be careful there, Big Daddy Magic.
That's an issue.
Yeah, you might be hanging out with Bolton later today, bud.
Oh, my God. Eric C. says, it's a great 69 degrees here in Cali. See what he did there? 69 degrees.
Yeah.
Okay. Tanner says, those are probably his kids, Lope fan Gabe. Why be a hater? Why be a hater?
And,
Jeremy Bolton. Jeremy Bolton says, what the hell is that picture, Big Daddy Magic? Sorcery?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Dude's getting it going here.
That is odd. It's Big Daddy Magic. He talked it and he walked it.
Unlike duck season.
Who never wins anything.
And doesn't ever do the walk.
Paint splatter uniforms. This is unbelievable.
Way to come through, bro.
And he's got a fedora
brand.
Big Daddy Magic, you're a legend.
Okay, let's go up and down the leaderboard here. So
okay,
I have to agree, Fat Jesus is number one. Dude.
It's over. Nobody's beating
luck,
this.
Dude.
You have about 24 minutes to tweet me a picture. Tweet me a picture. And at The Monty Show, MONTY The Monty Show. Tweet us a picture and have it be something related to the show.
So again, let's go through why this is such a good picture.
This photo right here, you guys, is all show related. Number 8. Oh my God, and a monster on the post.
Dude, I didn't even see that.
And a monster.
Oh my God.
Look at the.
It just keeps getting better.
Look at where is it? Right here. There's a can of Monster on the post.
Dude, how?
That's amazing. That is, and now I want to stare at this picture and see. And by the way, I will say it looks like he's got a quiver of bows and arrows there on his back in the shadow.
Yeah.
But what is this? This is Fat Jesus with a can of olives, a container of blue cheese, and Lopes fan Gabe. It's a hot dog sandwich. It's a hot dog sandwich. And not only that, Quick Quack Car Wash, a sponsor on the show, and of course, Jack in the Box. Of course, Jack in the Box. You're not beating that. You are dilly dilly.
Well done,
I don't know how you do that.
That's just next level.
I don't know how you do that. And what we're doing today, just so you guys know, today is National Day of Giving. And so we've talked about it a lot on the show. The fact that, hey, you guys have helped us so much. You guys have given us a ton of Frankly, you're largely responsible for what happened in this room.
Yeah.
We've been able to give people Thanksgiving dinners. We have bought people toys and presents for Christmas.
Facts.
So we're giving back to you today on the National Day of Giving in the form of $100 Amazon gift cards. And all you have to do is tweet us a picture. And some of the winners this morning, and the photos have been unbelievable.
Yeah.
The 6 a.m. hour winner, Steven Lopez, out on the work site, holding the phone with the Monty Show on. And we called that picture Built Ford Tough, right? Because absolutely.
Yeah.
Built Ford Tough. But if you just look at some of the other submissions, our guy Rec 1 doesn't use Twitter. There he is, tweeting us a picture.
Appreciate you, bro.
Our guy Brandon Whiteside was at the game last night. Scoot Henderson, he wanted to see Scoot Henderson, who didn't travel with the team because he was hurt, took a picture of the studio. Jesse Harsh and the boys up in Boise.
Boise State, that blue turf.
Our guy Gage in the fedora. Our guy Hale in the Halloween costume. Harsh with another picture, freezing outside. You look at the hero Mike Maples. Now, he isn't going to win because he wore a Bosa jersey, but he shoveled 6 driveways because he wanted to give back. So he shoveled 6 driveways. Ooh, did he change the jersey, I think. I like it. And he has the Monty Show on the trunk lid, right? But you look at all these pictures, Talking with Raphael podcast.
Just had his kid.
It has a baby, just one. Justin Salas, one, because he wore a shirt in the shower. So he wins.
Truly incredible.
So not only have those 3 guys won, now look at this relation to the show.
This, even if we weren't doing a contest, this picture is the show.
But this guy's the show too.
Yeah.
Because look at the references in this picture. This is our guy, M. Alvarez. Not only does he have a fake Christmas tree in the background, which he referenced, he's got Chris Karn. And the amazing part about this is he got the screenshot of Chris Karn, who sent us a picture of himself doing dishes because on the show, me and Mrs. Monty had an argument about me not doing the dishes enough or well enough in the dishwasher. So Chris Karn incorporated the wife into the picture.
Yes.
That was a great effort.
Brilliant.
But then he got trumped by Alvarez, who not only incorporated the Karn wife picture, but the other argument Mrs. Monty and I had, which was go cut down a tree or use a fake one.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Really well done.
Amazing. But if you look at our guy Aztec, if you look at Francis with the yellow Jazz shirt on, all of these, our guy McKinley with the cookies, all of these, Tanner on the train. Tanner on the train.
Yeah, dude.
And I think it's not even close that Fat Jesus. To mention the great Napa Mike.
Yes.
With the hot dog sandwich is crazy to me.
Yeah, dude.
And
Fat Jesus is the guy who lingers. He waits. He
waits.
surveys the landscape. He's
waits.
like, okay, Solace in the shower. I'm going to have to trump that. Alvarez with the Chris Karn trump. I'm going to have to trump both of those guys. Like he's trying to figure out, how am I going to do this?
I love it.
And I love the fact that the monster can is covertly placed. I did not see that the first time. So, I don't know who the winner is going to be. I can tell you right now, that's a strong contender.
Oh, my God, you guys. Oh, my God.
What just happened?
Look at, and while you look at Fat Jesus, this picture right here, this is what I'm talking about. Look at this picture that my guy Frankie sent us. Hold on. It takes me a minute to upload it. This is, so that we're presented by the Advocates, UtahAdvocates.com.
Yeah.
He sends us a picture of himself. Frankie does. He works at Allstate Insurance. And he says, I'm the bad guy, hashtag the Advocates.
Oh my God, dude. Let's go.
Raise your bar, guys. Raise your
bar.
Go. Raise the bar. Let's go. Frankie, that's unbelievable.
Really well done, dude.
Unbelievable. And then, of course, I just can't get away from this Big Daddy Magic picture.
Yeah.
What a fun show this has turned into.
This has been a great show, man.
This has been a lot of fun.
Yes.
And never mind that the Jazz lost. Never mind that BYU's making big changes.
Never mind that duck season came in and looked like an idiot.
Never mind all of that because Big Daddy Magic has the chicks in the car with his driver.
You got to fuck one, marry one, kill one. Go.
Amazing. RA says these video titles are so cringy and clickbaiting that I will no longer watch the show. Also, no insider, just a lot of wrong takes.
All right, cool. See you later. Have a nice day.
Well, we appreciate you coming.
Yeah, thanks
Duck
for commenting.
Season says 4 championships greater than 1 championship. Quick math, Oregon owns Utah. Again.
So wait. Does Oregon have a natty?
Because
I don't think they do. That seems like quick math to me, though.
It seems like quick math.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fat Jesus says, thank you. You're welcome. San Diego State Aztec. Sadly, Jake doesn't know what TD Jesus is all about. What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
Do you know what? And the shadow looks like touchdown Jesus.
What is that? What?
Does his shadow look like touch? It does look like touchdown Jesus. It does look like touchdown Jesus. Do you know what touchdown Jesus is?
Is that the Aaron Rodgers thing? I don't know what it is, dude. I'm sorry. That's above me.
I'm not prone to violence. I mean, I'm really not. But how do you not know what touchdown Jesus at Notre Dame is? How do you not know what?
Because I'm not a Notre Dame fan, dude.
Oh my God. First of all, you say hurtful things like I'm not a Notre Dame fan.
I'm not.
That's ridiculous. How do you not know what touchdown? He doesn't know what.
I don't know what dude.
And
I've
you know what?
never heard.
You know what the worst part is? Tanner said, sadly, Jake doesn't know what touchdown Jesus is.
What am I supposed like?
Like,
dude.
Wow.
What?
Okay. Wow. Tom says touchdown Jesus, Notre Dame legend. Eric says RA is the new Driftwood. RA, dude, you just got to. They're not.
I will say this. I love when commenters come in and they're like, your show is clickbait. You want clicks. Yes, we do. Your show is cringy. Okay. I'm going to leave. All right. See ya.
We appreciate you.
It's fine.
I do love the clickbait thing. You guys just want people to click on your show. Yeah, we do. Actually, that's.
We do.
Yeah, we do a show. We need people to watch.
I love that show.
You know, I love that show too. Jeremy Bolton says, oh, no, Jake.
I don't know. Listen. Fine, bag on me. I don't know what it is.
Well,
I don't.
No.
I mean, listen, Minnesota's in the East.
It is. Yes, it
Justin
is.
Salas is back from closing a couple of renewals, and the first thing I hear, Ari screaming for attention. Exactly. Exactly right. Oh, my God. Jake. Duck Season says Jake does know that Oregon owns Utah.
Hey. I don't know that either.
See, Duck Season gets it.
See?
Duck Season gets it.
See? He gets it.
Jeremy Bolton says, I grew up in Spanish Fork, Utah, and even I know what touchdown Jesus is.
Maybe I just am sheltered.
Jesse Harsh. I'm younger than Jake, and I know what touchdown Jesus is.
Hey, I get it.
Neville 93. I love this show. Don't listen to the haters, Monty. You're doing a great job with the show. Thanks, Neville. The Nye Guy says, Duck Season needs to come to touchdown Jesus. Yes. Find your truth in touchdown Jesus. Praise Jesus.
You're so fucked.
Exactly. Wow. Jake knows disturbing the peace in Zion National Park. Well,
yeah, hey.
I mean, again, this is very true. I mean, Nikki ain't wrong.
Touchdown Subi. What's the problem?
That is Jake driving his WRX STI through Zion National Park.
God bless.
You know. It is what it is.
You know, whatever, dude.
Kyle J gives us $5 and says, happy day of giving. Thanks for helping those in needs. It's great to see. Go Utes. Thanks, Kyle.
Bro,
appreciate that.
That's not $5. That's $50.
$50. Oh, my God.
Dude, bro.
I was thinking about Jesus.
This guy's over here criticizing me about touchdown Jesus that I don't know about, and he missed the extra $9.
$50. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Kyle. I appreciate you, bro.
You know what? That means we'll give away 2 Amazon gift cards this hour. Tanner T says, Jake is a casual. Not knowing touchdown Jesus is such a casual take.
You're not wrong, dude.
Duck Season says, I would rather praise my daddy, Bo Nix.
Wow.
Kurt says, Duck Season, where do I send my property taxes? Daddy. Exactly right. Brett Burnett says, Kyle is driving a yellow what? A Mustang, yo. That's a yellow Mustang right there. Nobody's driving Mustangs in Utah today.
Dude.
Duck Season says, that's 50, not 5. Challenge, championship, same thing. When you're typing fast, it happens. Tanner says, LOL, the TD Jesus issue almost made me the new co-host of the show.
Yeah,
no, actually,
well,
no,
almost
it
doesn't
didn't.
count. That's kind of like Oregon almost, beating Oregon State. It didn't happen.
Neville says, Monty, you need glasses. I just was moving too fast. It is what it is. Okay. One more check of Twitter. Boy, that Advocates one is amazing. That is amazing. Let's see. No, I think Fat Jesus has it. And I mean, we just did get $50 more. I think there's no doubt. Fat Jesus, it's not even close.
Okay.
Fat Jesus wins $100.
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that.
Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly.
And now, is it Bolton? Is it Alvarez? The Alvarez one is
mint.
Dude, that's really good.
What about Big Daddy Magic?
Yeah.
The problem here is, pull up the Big Daddy Magic picture. The problem here is that there's no reference to the show. That's the problem.
It's just
him in a car with people. That's the problem.
It's just him.
It's a great picture. Love the picture.
Yeah,
But these other ones have references to the show, and like there's layers, and there's more to it.
Mike Maple says, Duck season, if you own us, would you explain you pumping my gas? It's getting hot in here. Yeah, there's no reference to the show.
That's the problem.
That is true. That is true. I mean, the Advocates one is pretty amazing.
I do love the Advocates one. That is awesome.
Tanner on the train.
See, he's got a reference to the show.
He's
in the train.
He is a reference to the
Tanner
show.
It's built in for Tanner.
He is.
He quite literally is the show.
I don't know. I'm Bolton in the Caruso because Caruso is such a deep-seated reference on this show. Oh, I'm split. All right, so Fat Jesus won for sure.
Yeah. Fat Jesus, you got a DM so we can get some information.
Maples with the 6 driveways.
That was really cool of you, dude. Honestly.
McKinley calling me fat by sending us a picture of cookies.
Yeah, but see, again, there's no reference to the show.
Well, that he is wearing a snowbird hat.
Yeah, but that's,
Yeah.
Get your facts straight.
All right, I think we're between Bolton and Alvarez.
Yeah. Okay,
Alvarez or Caruso. That's where's Caruso? There he is right there. Alvarez or Caruso?
Let's do an official poll. Can you do one of those polls where you can make it?
I can. But why don't you guys just comment right now? San Diego State says, for those of you who don't know, you can not pump your own gas in Oregon. The attendant has to. Freak the hell out of me gassing up in the state the first time. Really?
Okay.
I did not know that. Lopes Fan Gabe says, I see duck season staying on brand for Oregon with Mormon slander. So original. Oh, did he really? Duck season says, Tanner on the train loses. He isn't doing homework like a proud son of Oregon. Wow. Okay. Oh, God. Here we go. That's a reference to the show. I see 3 wives of a Utah man. You can't do that.
Yeah, that's a little low cash there, buddy.
You can't do that.
Yeah, it's a little low cash.
Ron Nolan says, quack season, new math trumps quick math. Duck season plus loser equals 2 losers. Duck season plus an L, 2 L's. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Giggity says, Caruso needs the money for more weed. Ooh.
Well.
And Mont said, Tanner is the new co-host of the show.
No.
Tanner only does schoolwork, not homework. Ooh, this is true. Everybody wants Caruso here. Is Caruso the 100 so he can re-up? I mean, Eric C. says best weed is in Cali. All right, which are we going to go Caruso then? You've been in on Alvarez like all show.
Well, because here's the thing. I love Bolton, but he's the mayor of Montytown, right? Like he gets it every day. Like Alvarez,
and he is in annoyingly good shape.
Yeah,
like Jeremy Bolton does. Like
he's Mr. Iron Man.
26.2.
26.2 on my
guys,
Prius.
Here's my Ferrari. Notice the 26.2 sticker. But the Caruso stuff is so strong.
It is.
Frankly, that I sent him a picture of Caruso last night on Twitter. Jeremy says I need the $100 to pay for Caruso's bail.
Keep it real.
Eric C. says, give it to the mayor. Arlington Bear says, I vote for Alvarez and I claim 50% in NIL. Oh, yeah. Jesse Harsh says you got to go Fat Jesus. Fat Jesus won already.
Yeah, Fat Jesus
We're just
going
to give away another one.
Yeah.
Because we can.
Yep.
Let's see. Brett Burnett says Iron Man.
Okay. Yeah.
Justin Salas says I'm going with Bolton.
Damn, Bolton won.
Wow.
Jeez.
Tom says insurance dude doesn't need any more money. Wow. Wow. Tanner says, yes, Mon. After Jake dissed touchdown Jesus, you said Tanner's the new co-host of the show. I have the tape to prove it.
Yeah, this is like you said you had the tape to prove that we started the Super Soaker stuff. Okay. So, I can't.
Maybe I did. What do you think Jazz changed to snap the losing streak?
Why do you have to get it back on track? Yeah,
my Jazz frustration is that they don't play Lauri Markkanen enough to let. Well, I'm sorry. Did we wake you up?
Yes, you did. Actually, yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
They don't feature Lauri Markkanen enough. If they truly want, because they should have won that game last night. They should have won that game.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy Bolton says Caruso is deep in your DMs. He is. Duck Season says the Jazz are as. Okay.
As opposed to what?
The Sonics. That's in Washington.
Yeah.
The Blazers. Well, Damian Lillard's hurt, but water's wet, so we knew that. Jesse Harsh, if Caruso doesn't win, we riot. Wow. Speaking of Portland.
Okay.
Travis Bird says, already won. I'm getting a lap dance. Okay.
See what I mean? You see what I'm talking about?
Dude, this is what he's referencing.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly, exactly right. Do you guys remember the Dilly Dilly commercials?
Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly.
Bud Light, one of the greatest ones ever. He's getting a lap dance, he says. Hey, man, you do you.
Good for you, bro.
You do you. Nobody's going to hate on you for that. Nobody is going to hate on you for that. Fat Jesus says, I love the win, but my fingers smell like those hot dogs. Worth it. Oh,
yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, hot dogs are sandwich. Nye Guy says Jazz beat Portland. No, they did. That's very true.
It's true.
Guess you don't own the state anymore. The Jazz shouldn't won many of those close games, but the refs suck. The Jazz should have. They don't know how to close. That's the biggest problem. The Main Street Remedy says, time to fire Will Hardy. He's coaching more like Oliver Hardy. Seriously. Will Hardy's a young coach.
Yeah.
Will Hardy's a young coach. Mike Maple says, I'm going with Alvarez.
Okay, there's an Alvarez vote.
Okay.
Okay, once and for all.
I think we got to.
The votes are saying Bolton. The people want it to be Bolton, but, it's up to you.
It's not a need thing. I don't think. Bolton's a millionaire. Or at least that's how I portray him. Alvarez lives in Florida, but the tree reference and the dish reference is so good.
It is. Yeah. They're both equal. Yeah.
Neville says, give it to the headband. We sent our closer to Cleveland. He says, the people have spoken. I guess we're.
Yeah, I guess we're going Bolton.
Eric C says, that's my mayor. Alvarez, I love you, dude. I love you, but Alex Caruso wins the $100 Amazon gift card.
Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly.
Damn it, Bolton, you did it again.
Somehow, some way, in the clutch, 10 seconds left, they needed a game winner.
Rent-free, man.
Yep.
Rent-free. Congratulations to all of our winners. You guys are flipping amazing. Now Tanner tweeted a photo of Big Daddy. Big Daddy Magic is becoming a legend.
It's becoming a thing.
I'm telling you, it is becoming a thing on this show. And Travis still has not come and taken a picture with us. But look at this picture that Tanner sent. This is actually really, really good. Where is the Tanner Magic? There it is right there. This picture, Tanner, if we hadn't already announced the mayor, you might have won with this. Tanner on the train at Murray Station with Big Daddy Magic's lap dance in the background.
Hey, doing the job.
Doing the job, dude. Absolutely doing the job.
But
you guys,
unfortunately, too little, too late.
Yeah.
Bolton has won.
Jaron Eccles says, I drove by Maverick Center 20 minutes ago. Okay. Jeremy Bolton says, dilly, dilly. Dilly, dilly.
You see what I mean, dude? Like, it's one of the best things ever, dude.
Dilly, dilly. Dilly, dilly.
You see what I mean? Like,
dilly, dilly.
Oh, Jeremy says, crap, does that mean I need to hide my stash? It does.
Yeah, it does. It does.
It absolutely does.
It does.
Jaron Eccles says, 20 minutes ago, thought about taking a selfie in front of the car.
That would have been
that would have been
clutch
amazing.
as hell.
That would have been amazing.
Stop, took a picture in front of the Maverick Center, that would have been a winner for sure.
Brent Burnett says, hope the Utes hose the Pac-12 by winning. Yeah. Duck season says you weren't winning. Okay, Duck season.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.
Dude, you're amazing. You're amazing. All right, that's it.
All right.
Play the music, Jake.
Good show, everybody.
You
Good
guys
show.
are awesome. Thank you so much. Everybody who won the gift card, please DM me. Cannot wait to hook you guys up. Bolton, don't DM me, dude.
Just go back to the weed. Like, it's fine. You're going to be here.
Jeremy Bolton, I love you, man. Always good to see you. Thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks for donating to the show. Glad we could get back. We'll be more on the rails tomorrow on the Monty Show, presented by the Advocates. UtahAdvocates.com. Drive safely. See you tomorrow. Say goodbye, Jake.
Goodbye, Jake.